says heyo. Not says OMG. Not says O. Poker Mouse says I heard it for a moment. Candy Rocks 03 says it seems to only be working sometimes. Candy Rocks 03 says damn. Thessishaler McCrap says what's happening? Candy Rocks 03 says trying to set up TDS. Thessishaler McCrap says scary, good luck 07. Candy Rocks 03 says whoa. Candy Rocks 03 says thank you for follow. Candy Rocks 03 says, check. Candy Rocks 03 says, how about now? Ochre Mouse says, sort of. Thessishaler McCrab says, how now brown cow? Candy Rocks 03 says, I can hear it. Ochre Mouse says, it seems to be working now. Candy Rocks 03 says, yay. Candy Rocks 03 says, just in time, lol. Ochre Mouse says, lol. Ochre Mouse says, pee pee poo poo. Candy Rocks 03 says, unmuting in 30 secs. Cyberbeast 9999 says, I believe in you, Candy. Candy Rocks 03 says, thanks, lol. Thessishaler McCrab says, you've got this. Ochre Mouse says, you go girl. Candy Rocks 03 says, how's the volume, should I turn it up?
Okay, I'm unmuted now. Alright. Oops. Gonna move the mic a bit closer.
Ochre Mouse says, volume is good.
Volume is good? Alright, good to hear. Alright. I think we're good to go then.
Ochre Mouse says, yippee.
Alright.
Nile _the_1 says, hi, smiley face, good luck.
Thank you. Hi, hello. Okay. Here we go. I made it to the gate already, so I'm gonna be starting off there.
Ochre Mouse says, oh.
Things are breaking.
Ochre Mouse says, OOP. Nile _the_1 says, I like how it pronounces the underscores in my name. Ochre Mouse says, oh shit. Cyberbeast 9999 says, she's in the Matrix.
What do we have here? Oh. Wave dashing and you, a practical solution for catching birds in space.
Ochre Mouse says, LOL.
Can't catch that bird?
Ochre Mouse
Fact,
says,
birds
this is so
are
funny.
hard to catch. Wow, it's fast. Also, it can fly. And part of you won't help.
Thessishaler McCrab
She's
says,
the worst.
I really need to play this game.
Impossible? Oh my god, this is great. Introducing
Nile _the_1
dashing.
says, impossible.
With wave dashing, you can jump very far and regain your dash at the same time. It's easy, in quotations. How it's done. Jump. Dash diagonally
Nile
down to the ground.
_the_1 says, wave dash is my
jump
beloved.
again and hold
Ochre Mouse
forward.
says, the PowerPoint format makes it even better.
You
XD.
did it.
The Hokuzinot says,
Go you.
help, what is this?
Trouble in paradise? If you don't regain your dash, you're starting too low to the ground. If you don't get much distance, you're
Cyberbeast
starting too
9999
far from the
says,
ground.
go you.
Happy wave dashing. I fucking love that. That's amazing. And then here's the instructional tutorial, and I fucked up the first try. Okay. Almost got it. Nope. Nope. Not good. I have to relearn this again. Okay. Ah, crap. Oh, this is so difficult. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, I got it. Oh, things are breaking a lot. I already learned how to do this part, at least. Oh, this part. Oh, I hated this part before. Dang it. I still hate this part. Well. Oh, come on. I think I need to chain it together to get the momentum right. Ugh. This is probably not going to be very entertaining story-wise. It's just going to be me fucking up over and over again.
Jokao says, hee.
Hey! Come on. Ah, crap. Ugh.
Jokao says, Dottom, you got more audience. Jokao says,
Dude.
9 viewers.
That's cool. Okay. Hell yeah. Hello, everyone. Ah.
Poker Mouse says, Ayo.
Welcome to my attempt at Chapter 9. Ah.
Poker Mouse says, that's awesome.
Oh, come on. Oh, that was so close.
Jokao says, Loki, I wanna play this game.
It's so hard, though.
Jokao says, I ain't got nothing to do until 6 p.m. Nile_the_1 says at Jokao you should, it's awesome.
It is a really
Poker
good
Mouse
game.
says, you were so close that time.
Ooh, oh, come on. Ah. Well, that ain't it. Oh, come on.
Jokao says, Candy, turn your volume up by a bit.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Jokao says, you're kinda quiet.
I will turn it up as far as it will go. Is that better? It's going to be killing my own ears now, because that's how these earbuds work for some
Jokao
reason.
says, much better.
Okay, well,
Shiller McCrab says, yes.
I'm going to be killing my
Poker Mouse
own
says, so much better.
ears then, with my own voice. I'll take your guys' words for it, though. Take y'all's words.
Poker Mouse says, don't hit yourself though.
I will try not to. Ah.
Shiller McCrab says, anything for the stream. Jokao says, wait IGTG, he'll come back in a bit. Jokao says, go Candy.
Thank you. Dang it.
CyberBeast9999 says, so close.
Ah, come on.
CyberBeast9999 says, you can do it.
Oh, damn, that was it. Oh. Okay, I need to
Poker
jump.
Mouse says, damn.
Ah, I need to dash up just a little later. Ah, dang it. Ah, crap. Yeah. Ah, dang it. Ah, damn.
Dang it.
Poker Mouse says,
Ugh. Crap.
Poker Mouse says, he 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 he. Poker Mouse says, I love the TTS.
It's pretty good, yeah. I'm glad I remembered how to set it up. I tried a different way, that's what I was doing before, and it didn't work.
CyberBeast9999 says, Peter Griffin AHH laugh. Poker Mouse says, LMAOOO. CyberBeast9999 says, he 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 he.
Ah.
Poker Mouse says, way. Fesishler McCrab says, wah.
Ooh, there we go. Okay. Oh, that was it! Damn!
CyberBeast9999 says, ababa. Espar_enjoy says, YITDS.
Woo!
Poker Mouse says, now from the top, make it drop, that's a wah.
Oh, crap. Dang it.
Espar_enjoy says, spawning mud crabs. Poker Mouse says, you were so close, Kender 15 girl kisser, Kender 15 girl kisser. Not says, Dino dance. CyberBeast9999 says, Cyberbait53. Fesishler McCrab says, if it makes you feel better, you have got further than I ever could.
Thank you. Ah! Dang it.
Fesishler McCrab says, rock and stone. Nile_the_1 says, I'm so excited to start the farewell golden grind someday.
Oh god, that is...
Espar_enjoy says, you just said Ike.
Ah, damn it. I said Ike? Did I say Ike? I don't know what that means. Oh, that was so close. Damn it.
Poker Mouse says, chicken wing. Poker Mouse says, hot dog and Balogna. CyberBeast9999 says, when I was a young boy my father took me into the city to see a marching band.
We're just doing MCR lyrics now, huh?
Poker Mouse says, he said son when. Poker Mouse says, you grow up. Nile_the_1 says, this is just going to be a full stream of chat having fun with TTS, isn't it?
Probably.
Espar_enjoy says, Doug reference. Ochre Mouse says, yup.
Ah! I hope that is acceptable. Ah, dang it.
Ochre Mouse says, 8 watchers, let's go.
Yay! Ah, dang it. Okay.
Ochre Mouse says, 9 now. Escar_enjoyer says, AEIOU. Ochre Mouse says, yippee. Fesishler McCrab says, it's the few, the proud, and the emotional.
Now we're getting 21 Pilots lyrics in here, hell yeah.
999 says, we gotta get her to start drinking olive oil.
No. I'm not going to drink olive oil. I am not like Doug.
I hope Not says, but tasty. Ochre Mouse says, I wish I had more furry friends so I could recommend your stream to more people.
Lol.
Fesishler McCrab says, yummy.
That would be very nice, Noah, thank you. But it's okay. Oh, come on, really?
Escar_enjoyer says, John Madden.
I understood that reference. Oh, dang it, that was it. Ah, crap.
Fesishler McCrab says, based reference. Ochre Mouse says, also y'all realize she's too poor to drink olive oil in this economy / respectfully.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah.
Escar_enjoyer says, yes, she's nothing like Doug. She's good at 2D platformers.
Okay, to be fair.
Ochre Mouse says, LMAO.
To be fair, Doug did do a video where he played Celeste, so... Dang it.
Ochre Mouse says, was he good at it though?
I mean, he was alright at it. He beat the, he beat, like, he made it to the summit in a few hours, I want to say. I don't remember how long it took him. But, oh,
Ochre Mouse
God damn it!
Nice. Nile_the_1 says, the joke aside, Doug is actually pretty solid at 2D platformers.
Don't
Ochre
let him
Mouse
hear you
says,
say that.
No. Fesishler McCrab says, I don't know who Doug is 0.0.
He's a streamer and YouTuber, Doug. There was a meme I saw not that long ago that was one of those like split path memes, and it was guys getting into programming, and the two options were the picture of Madeline from this with the programmer socks, and Doug chugging olive oil.
9999 says, yep, that's me.
Oh, that was so close. Damn it. Damn it. Come on. Oh,
Escar_enjoyer says, at least you're not bald at 2D platformers.
I am not bald at 2D platformers, that is true.
I hope Not says, bald. Escar_enjoyer says, Doug is the other path for Celeste players.
Correct. Dang it.
Cyberbeast9999 says, when you go into comp sci there's a good chance you come out as the opposite gender. Ochre Mouse says, poor Madeline, keeps getting bonked with rocks. Cyberbeast9999 says, I took that chance.
Dang it. Ah. Oh, damn it.
Poker Mouse says, I'm an art major but dang, the similarities are so funny.
Yeah, I'm a creative writing major, so...
Nile_the_1 says, this room is actually pretty mean for a tutorial room.
Indeed.
Poker Mouse says, agreed.
I've done this room twice, and it still feels just as hard as the first time I tried it. Ow.
Poker Mouse says, how many deaths in the last 10 minutes?
Oh god, I don't know. Does it say?
Cyberbeast9999
I don't know if it says.
too many.
Yeah, way too many, for sure.
Espar_enjoyer says, okay, why don't we strategize on our metal pipe usage?
Oh god, please no.
Nile_the_1 says, I feel like when I start the FWG grind I'll die to this at least once and I'm going to be sad. Poker Mouse says, LMAO.
Oh, damn. Do you get more momentum if you chain them together? I'm not entirely sure, but it feels like you do.
Cyberbeast9999 says, just get good LMAO. Cyberbeast9999
Who are
says,
you, Green?
SMH. Nile_the_1
You gonna start shouting hermit
says,
challenges?
No. Poker Mouse says, maybe. Cyberbeast9999 says, was a joke.
No, that's fine.
Cyberbeast9999 says, sorry.
It's fine. I know you were joking. I was turning it into another joke. I'm sorry. In Hermitcraft Season 7.
Says, I say we strike in 5 minutes time.
Oh god.
Poker Mouse
Please.
says, chicken wing, hot dog, and bologna. Nile_the_1 says, wave dashes and hypers always give a set amount of momentum, chaining them changes nothing.
Dang it, okay.
Cyberbeast9999 says, I tried to do /J but it kept saying it was an unrecognized command LMAO.
Damn. Even, like, at the end of it? Even at the end of a message? I mean, it just let you say /J now, so... Ooh, damn, that was so close. Dang it. Yeah.
Cyberbeast9999 says, I couldn't do /J on its own.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't get the, doesn't have the same, like, vocal cues through TTS as if you were actually saying it. Ah, dang it. Dang it. Oh, come on.
Ochre Mouse says, don't have enough channel points for pipe RN. Ochre Mouse says, suck. Fesishler McCrab says at Ochre Mouse same, but suoy.
Oh no. Oh, so close.
Not says, I got 6.6k. Ochre Mouse says, OOP. Escar underscore enjoy
Oh,
says,
damn it.
let us know when ya do. Ochre Mouse says, LOL.
Oh, come on. Come on. I was so close. Well, that's just the wrong direction entirely.
Not says, I think you'll hear it. Smiley face. Escar underscore enjoy says at not how many may thou sacrifice for the pipe storm.
Actually, I don't remember. There might be a cooldown on it, so you might
says,
not be
man.
able to coordinate. I don't remember. You'll just have to test and see. I don't know.
Not says, I guess we will see. Ochre Mouse says, Doritos chip, Doritos chip, Doritos chip, Doritos chip, Doritos chip.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Dang it.
Fesishler McCrab says, pipe noises.
So close. We're almost at 8 hours on this save.
Ochre Mouse says, bonk.
Bonk.
Ochre Mouse says, stronk. Ochre Mouse says, monk.
What about
Fesishler
plonk?
McCrab says, tonk.
What about plonk? Somebody say plonk. Come on.
Ochre Mouse says, donk.
Jesus!
At Ochre Mouse agreed. Sound Alert says,
Fucking hell.
played pipe for
Ah.
channel points. Not says,
Damn it.
bonk.
Fuck.
Ochre Mouse says, LMAOOO.
Jesus. Oh my god. Scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it's working now. It's working, alright. Scared the shit out of me. Hang on, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Also, hydrocheck should
Ochre
be
Mouse
working now
says,
as well.
PFFFFF. Not says, Jason coulda catch em off guard.
Dang it. Ah.
Ochre Mouse says, gotta catch em all.
Dang it.
Ochre Mouse says, gotta catch em all.
Damn it.
Escar underscore enjoyer says, mine says out of stock. Ooh.
I don't know what that means. Why would it say out of
Fesishler
stock?
McCrab says, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Ochre Mouse says, now I have the poke rap stuck in my head.
Ooh, hey, Noah, have you heard the Perfect Poker Rap by Brian David Gilbert?
Ochre Mouse says, Ochre Mouse says, no.
You should look it up, it's very good. Just look up BDG Perfect Poker Rap. You'll find it. Let me know what you think when you listen to it.
Escar_enjoyer says at Ochre Mouse inferior to BDG's poker rap. Ahokyozinot says, y'all seen the Pikachu song? Ahokyozinot says, fire.
Oh, damn it. Ah. Damn.
Ochre Mouse says, you know what sounds so good right now?
What?
Ochre Mouse says, Baltic ramen.
What is that?
Ochre Mouse says, I can't eat it but it sounds so good.
I don't know what it
Ahokyozinot
is.
says, freaking nachos.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That was so close. Damn. I've been on this one
Ochre
room
Mouse
for
says,
nearly a half hour.
it's a brand of ramen that has a tendency to be a bit spicy / have non-oriental flavors of instant ramen.
Ah.
Nile_the_1 says, oh at Ochre Mouse I was wondering why your messages weren't showing up for me, turns out I managed to somehow block you by accident lol.
Oh no.
Ochre Mouse says, oh no.
Oh no. How'd that happen? Ah. Oh my god, this is so hard. Damn it.
Ochre Mouse says, noodles 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 noodles. Nile_the_1 says, I genuinely have no idea. Fesishler McCrab says, poodles. Ochre Mouse says, noodles 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 noodles. Escar_enjoyer says, the original poker rap is certainly no Gesamtkunstwerk, that's for sure.
You are very
Ochre
right
Mouse
about
says,
that.
I was thinking of the yet.
How is it actually pronounced? Gesamtkunstwerk? Is that how it's pronounced? I think. It's German, right?
Escar_enjoyer says, yeah perfect.
Yeah.
Ochre Mouse says, Gesamtkunstwerk. Ochre Mouse says, wait no.
Gesamtkunstwerk. I don't know what that means. I don't remember. I remember watching the video, but I don't remember what that means.
Ochre Mouse says,
Jesus!
Sound Alert says, Nile_the_1 played pipe for 100 channel points.
God damn it.
Ochre Mouse says, XD. Ahokyozinot says, VOD.
Oh my god. Give me a heart attack.
Nile_the_1 says, hey this is fun. Ochre Mouse says, hi. Escar_enjoyer says, oh come on everyone knows what a Gesamtkunstwerk is.
You're right.
We shouldn't have to
You're
explain
right.
it.
I'm sorry. You're right. You're very right. We all know what a Gesamtkunstwerk is. Gesamtkunstwerk.
Poker Mouse says, Burkit, 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 Burkit. Escar_enjoyer says, it's self-explanatory.
It is, you're right, it is self-explanatory. Damn. Damn. Jesus!
Says, Escar_enjoyer played pipe for 500 channel points.
Keep doing that so much and I'm eventually gonna get desensitized to it.
Nile_the_1 says, you will never escape the pipe.
I mean, I definitely could if I wanted to, but... eh. Dang it. Come on. Damn it.
Escar_enjoyer says, is there a per stream limit on the hydro checks?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what the problem is. Are other people also having trouble with it? It is actually quite hot in here today, so I will be staying on top of being hydrated without the hydrochecks.
Says, okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Jordan.
Hokuzinot says, it says it's temporarily unavailable.
That's weird.
Escar_enjoyer says, quick someone make candy drink water.
I just took a sip of water. Come on.
Cyberbeast9999 says, yeah, it's pretty fucking hot for me too. And I can't swim cause of my hair.
Right, yeah, the chlorine will fuck up the hair dye. Dang.
Escar_enjoyer says at Cyberbeast9999 I had to change a tire in the heat today. Ugh.
Oh shit.
Cyberbeast9999 says, also it turns the pool pink.
Oh. Oh no. Looks like someone died in there probably. That's not good. I mean, your hair was dyed, so.
Cyberbeast9999 says at Escar_enjoyer.
Dang it. Dang it.
Cyberbeast9999 says, someone died in the pool.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, okay. Damn it. Do you think this was a exploit to begin with, or do you think the devs added it on purpose?
Nile_the_1 says, it was an intentional addition.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool then. Cause yeah, wasn't it originally a thing in a Smash game? I think I read that somewhere.
Espar_enjoy says, but anyways I can in fact change tires, so that's at least a useful skill I have.
True. That is a pretty useful skill. I got a flat once and I did not know how to do that, and I was stuck on the side of a highway in the middle of the night. That was fun.
Nile_the_1 says, Wave Dash is a community name though IIRC, it was just made official when Farewell came out.
I did hear about that. That, like, the name was...
Nile_enjoy says, Wave dashing in Melee is different I feel. Sound Alert says, Fesischuler Micrap played pipe for 500 channel
Yeah,
points.
thanks TTS, I got that.
Nile_enjoy says, shoulda had me out there.
That would have been very helpful, yeah. Come on. I've been stuck on this one room for over a half hour now.
Espar_enjoy says, to fix the tire.
Yeah, I got that. It would have been very helpful.
Poker Mouse says, have to leave by 6 /.
Aw, alright. Well, I mean, that's like another hour 15. Hopefully I will have at least beaten this one room by then. Damn it!
_1 says, there are a few more advanced techs that were exploits initially but are now embraced by the devs, which is really cool.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait, does that mean I have to learn them too? Oh god. Oh, I'm scared. Fuck. Damn.
Nile_the_1 says,
Damn.
no.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's helpful. That's reassuring, at least. Come on.
Espar_enjoy says, you're cheating, Madeline. Just like when you wave dash. Nile_the_1 says, but they fixed bugs related to them, for example.
Ah, okay.
Nile_the_1 says, and added an advanced keybind you can add to make one easier.
Cool. Come on. Oh, fuck, that was gonna be it. Damn. Dang it. Move. Ow. Oh, come on. Come on. If I ever manage
Nile_the_1 says, actually there is one secret room in Farewell you can get to with one of those techs, but that's purely an Easter egg, so not important.
Is that the, Is that... Do you have to use one of those to get the moonberry? Ah.
Nile underscore the underscore one says, no.
Okay, good. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, what am I doing wrong? Ah, come on.
Nile underscore the underscore one says, moonberry is an actual berry, so that's a little more than just an Easter egg.
Okay, that's fair. Ow. Did I see that right? Did that say 12 viewers for a second there?
Dang, you guys seem to have less chat to TDS delay than I do.
It might be an internet thing. Oh, crap. Damn it. Let me up. Damn. I also need to get some better earbuds because these things suck. I need to get some actual goddamn headphones. These things hurt my ears. Both because of the volume and because of the just the shape of them is annoying. Yeah.
Traveler01 says, hi.
Hello. Raid. Hi. Hey,
Poker
welcome
Mouse
back.
Says, hi. The Traveler01 says, Shadow Legends. Poker Mouse says, Celeste. Nile underscore the underscore one says, hi, smiley face.
Oh my god, this is so hard.
Says, raid.
Ah. Oh my god, this is so hard.
Melee underscore Yinhua says, not as big of a raid as yesterday, but saw you were doing farewell and had to.
Oh, thank you. I don't mind. I don't mind. Thank you so much. Oh, so close. Come on.
Poker Mouse says, 12 viewers.
13 viewers.
Poker Mouse says, this is awesome.
Yee.
Escar underscore enjoyer says, can we hit 13?
It says 13 right now, doesn't it? Ah. Or is that the delay you were talking about? Ah. Oh, come on.
Nile underscore the underscore one says, nah, we should aim higher and go for 13 million. We can do it, I think.
One day. Many years from now, perhaps. Oh, come on.
Escar underscore enjoyer says, delayed response. Poker Mouse says, it's at 11 RN.
Well, the one on screen must be bugged then. Come on, damn it. Oh my god, this is so hard. Thank you for the follow.
Escar underscore enjoyer says, can we do a reverse raid? Like, kidnap another stream's viewers?
Kidnap another stream's viewers? I don't know how that would work.
The Traveler01 says, meow. Nile underscore the underscore one says at Escar underscore enjoyer, great idea, we should kidnap all of Twitch.
kidnap them all and force them to watch
Poker
my
Mouse
stream.
says, not all of Twitch.
True, if we do all of Twitch, there might be some transphobic people.
Poker
we get
Mouse
in here.
says, the Clash of Clans streamers should stay left alone. The Traveler01 says, wish TDS was a woman.
I could probably set that up. Hang on, actually. Let me see if I can set that up. I'm gonna try. Hang on.
Espar_enjoyer says at the Traveler01 she can be if you believe.
We have David, Mark, and Zira.
The Traveler01 says, based.
How's that? Is that good?
Ho QZ says, what TDS thing are you using? The Traveler01 says, you. Melee_Yinhua says, for spamming the TDS.
I'm using a website called twitchtts.net. That's it.
Ochre Mouse says, woohoo. The Traveler01 says, let's go.
Yeah, there's like 3, maybe 4 different voices I could use. What is the other one? Hang on, I think there's 2 more. There's this one, Mark. Someone try saying something.
The Traveler01 says, meow. Espar_enjoyer says, yippee.
Okay, and then there's also Jasper. Or wait, is that
Poker
just...
Mouse says,
Oh, that's the
hot.
same as David. Okay, that's the same as David. Let's go back to 0 then. Force them the TTS. That's great.
Espar_enjoyer says at the Traveler01 Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, first trailer. Cyberbeast9999 says, lucky number 13. The Traveler01 says, why? Ho QZ says, 14 viewers.
Ooh, we had 14 for a sec?
Ochre
Awesome.
Mouse says, chicken wing, chicken wing. Cyberbeast9999 says, hot dog and bologna. Ochre Mouse says, Burkit. The Traveler01 says, people are coming for woman TDS.
Yay! Woman TTS. Dang it. Ah. Oh, this is so hard.
Ochre Mouse says, yippee. The Traveler01 says, when are you going to unlock the waterboarding button?
I thought it was. I don't know how. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go into Twitch. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see about it. Okay. Viewer rewards, channel points.
Ochre Mouse says, LOL.
It says it's enabled. I can turn it off and back on.
The Traveler01 says, yay waterboard the cute woman. Melee_Yinhua says, seeing you have the wave dash down but not the wall bounce consistent feels backwards.
Yes, I am very
Traveler01
inconsistent,
says,
thank you.
Says unavailable.
Okay, well, I tried turning it off and back on, so
Nile_the
maybe it'll work
_1
now?
says at Melee_Yinhua that's just how Celeste tech is.
I don't know. I turned it.
Espar_enjoyer says, open the water gate.
I'm trying, okay? I turned it off and I turned it back on.
9999 says, Candy you need to lock in. Espar_enjoyer
Wait,
says,
hang on.
we need to have a water gate.
You
Nile_the
paused redemption
_1 says,
rewards
I
of
can
this
chain ultras
type.
more consistently than doing a wall bounce at moderately high speeds.
Okay,
Ochre
why
Mouse
did I do
says,
that? How do I
Aqua.
undo that?
The Traveler01 says,
Pause
let us
no.
waterboard you of pleading _
Okay,
face.
did that
Cyberbeast
fix it?
9999 says, put on your war paint.
Did that fix it? Is it fixed? Is it? Did that do something? It worked!
Sound alert says, the Traveler 01 play cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points.
Okay.
Yippee.
I'll drink some water. I'm drinking. I'm drinking.
Viewers. Ochre Mouse says, let's do.
There you go. There's your water. Okay, there's another one.
Sound alert says, the Traveler 01 play cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points.
There we go. Happy? Are we happy now?
Sound alert says,
Oh my god.
_enjoy your play cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points.
Yo, they're just gonna spam it eternally now, aren't you? Oh my god.
450 channel points.
Oh my god.
Sound alert says, the Traveler 01 play cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points. _enjoyer says, you're not getting out of this that easy. Open says, Marie. Sound alert says, Melee _Yinhua play cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points.
Y'all are gonna make me overdose on water.
01 play cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points. Cyberbeast 9999 says, it's time to drink water. The Traveler 01 says,
Oh my god.
are you enjoying being waterboarded by your chat?
No, I'm not.
Sound alert says, Melee _Yinhua play cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points.
Oh my god.
Ochre Mouse says, it's time to drink water. Ho Cusinot says, it's time to drink water.
Oh, another one. Come on.
Sound alert says, Ho Cusinot played cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points.
No. Stop.
Says, don't worry, overhydration only happens to marathon runners. Sound alert says, Nile _the _1 play cursed filter hydro check 450 channel points. Ochre Mouse says, it's time to drink water.
Oh my god.
Ho Cusinot says, it's time to the _1 says,
Fucking hell, you're gonna make me choke.
These could be useful.
God.
Sound alert says, the Traveler 01 play cursed filter hydro check.
Okay,
450
I'm
channel
going to put it.
Traveler 01
I'm gonna
says,
put a
it's
cooldown
time
on
to
it.
drink water.
This is too much.
Sound alert says, Cyberbeast 9999 played pipe for 500 channel points. Sound alert
Putting a
says,
cooldown.
Melee _Yinhua
Putting
played
on a
cursed
cooldown.
filter hydro check 450
Oh my
channel
god.
points.
How do I? Okay,
Ho
cooldown.
Cusinot says, it's time to drink water.
5 minutes. I'm gonna say there's a
Ochre
5-minute
Mouse says,
cooldown,
"All
okay?
right, y'all."
5-minute cooldown.
Beyond Longing says,
Y'all
"Good luck
are doing too
transgender
much.
mountain in space."
I'm not even able to play
Sound
the
alert
game.
says, the Traveler 01 played cursed filter hydro check 450.
God!
Ochre Mouse says, PFFF. Vivian Longing says, I did come into extremely loud pipe. _enjoyer says, alright, we should be done with the waterboarding for now. Ochre Mouse says, it's very fun. Sound alert says, for 500 channel points.
God.
_enjoyer says, now for the pipes. Ochre Mouse says,
Are y'all having
LMAOL.
fun torturing me?
Sound alert says, the Traveler 01 played pipe for 500 channel points.
How did I do that? I don't know how I did that, but I did that. Oh my god.
Cyberbeast 9999 says,
Oh my god.
03 was beaten to death with metal.
Hello, new person.
Chaotic
Just in
_
time.
says,
I've
what is
spent the
happening?
last almost
Ochre
hour
Mouse
trying to
says,
beat this
"Hi."
room.
Ho Cusinot says, it was the water.
Maybe it was the water. I needed the water. I got the bird. I got the bird. I got the bird.
Says,
Fuck.
hydration. Chaotic _Cypress says, oh yippee.
Hey.
_enjoyer says at
Don't you
chaotic
want me to help you?
Cypress waterboarding.
Don't you
Ochre
want to
Mouse
see me
says,
again, Granny?
Candy's playing Celeste and getting waterboarded plus beaten by pipes.
I don't understand. Are you testing me? Are you just afraid to ask for help? Maybe part of me was right. Maybe it is just a bird.
Chaotic _ Cypress
Unless-
says, why are we waterboarding?
There's a channel
Nile
redemption.
Sound Alerts says, the Traveler 01 played pipe for 500 channel points. Vivian Longing says, shoots you with my metal pipe gun clang clang clay la 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 lang.
The bird doesn't
Chaotic
want me to
_
save
Cypress
Granny.
says, fair. Espor
Oh.
_ Enjoyer says,
It's
it's
trying
like
to
she's
stop
in
me.
some King of Farewell.
Just like part of me. I'm alone up here. Oh shit. We don't need their help, right, Granny? Don't worry. I won't give up on you. I'll catch that stupid bird and set you free. Okay, so she's digging her heels in deeper. I don't know if that's smart here, Madeline. Eh.
Not
Ow.
says, girl is delulu.
Ah. I didn't do that right.
Ochre Mouth says, Madeline is hella delulu.
Damn it.
Vivian Longing says, oh good you have the transgender refills, I made those.
You made these?
Vivian
Wait,
Longing
what?
says,
Holy shit, wait a minute!
_
Wait,
says,
you made
everyone
these?
knows you overcome grief by digging in your heels and never letting yourself be vulnerable. Vivian Longing says, yes I made those.
Oh my god, that is so cool. Hi, I love it. Thank you for making it.
Espor _ Enjoyer says, epic. Cyberbeast9999 says, OMG. The Traveler 01 says, legend. Espor _ Enjoyer says, celebrity in the chat RN. Chaotic _ Cypress says, holy shit. Vivian Longing says, also at the Traveler 01 if your real name is Trixie, hi it's Viv DM me. Vivian Longing says, smiley
damn it.
face.
I am.
The Traveler 01 says, oh Celeste Viv OFC I would see you here LOL. The
Hang on,
Traveler 01
the
says,
music is a
I
little
told
loud. I
at
need to turn it down a
__
bit.
Yinhua about you. Vivian Longing says, yeah.
Actually,
Melee
that's a little too low.
_ Yinhua says, hey EI.
Okay. Okay. Ah, dang it.
Ochre Mouse says, this is so cool.
This is really cool. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. Ah! Well, I fucked that up. Okay, okay. Nope. Nope. Okay. Come on. Okay. Holy shit. Whew. Whoop. Nope.
Sound Alert says, Kaho QZ not play.
Okay, more water, here we go.
Channel points. Kaho QZ not says,
Okay.
water.
There's some more water. Ow. Damn. Ah. Damn. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, definitely shouldn't have done that. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Melee
Oh, so
_
close.
Yinhua says, now I remember why I'm worse at wave dashes. Half the time I could get more consistent with extended supers / hypers.
I don't know what those are, and I am terrified to find out. They sound extremely intimidating.
Ochre Mouse says, OLP. The Traveler 01 says, spend all my channel points now, can't afford to waterboard the cute woman sob. Melee underscore Yinhua says, they're just special dash jumps. Ochre Mouse says, LOL. Escar underscore Enjoyer says, don't worry. Ochre Mouse says, oh no. Escar underscore Enjoyer says, we have enough.
Oh my.
Longing says at Melee underscore Yinhua, hi, I'm Celeste Nerd. All extendeds are the same timing, so wave dashes are just convenient in that jump height is almost exactly the right number of frames to extend. Nile underscore the underscore one says, yeah, they're really no different from wave dashing. Sound Alert says, Escar underscore Enjoyer played pipe for 500 channel points.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I fully understood that message, but okay.
Not says, you should probably make TDS ignore sound alerts.
That's probably a good idea. Actually, I can do that. Hang on. How do I do that? Okay. Exclude messages
Melee
from
underscore
users.
Yinhua says at Nile underscore the underscore one maybe so, but I had an easier time with extendeds probably cause I was shown the 5 skip.
Sound alerts.
Vivian Longing says, Naya.
Okay. Okay. That should hopefully work, I think. I hope.
The Traveler 01 says, TDS should be programmed to flirt with you to distract you. Nile underscore the underscore one says,
okay, I mean,
underscore
technically,
Yinhua, I'm the opposite,
the viewers
honestly,
can
I'm
do that.
generally more consistent with wave dashes. Ochre Mouse says, every time I hear TDS I think of a different, funnier word K. Vivian Longing says at the Traveler 01 that's okay, chat can do that instead. Nile underscore the underscore one says, you'd think I'd be better with hypers considering how much I've been forced to do them in modded, but no.
God damn it. So close.
Escar underscore Enjoyer says, hey streamer, did you know that you have the voice of an angle?
Oh, well, what kind of angle? Right angle? Acute angle? Acute angle. God damn it.
Not says, 90.
90 degree. Okay, right angle. Got it.
Vivian Longing says, acute angle. Escar underscore Enjoyer says, how's your activity? The Traveler 01 says, super acute angle.
Okay, hey, it didn't read the sound alert. Cool. Super.
Not says, hey, it worked. Not says, banger. Melee underscore Yinhua says, we're just being a little obtuse. Ochre Mouse says, hey Candy, do you know you've got a really nice brain? So nice, in fact, I might steal it.
Thank you, I think. Ow.
Nile underscore the underscore one says at Melee underscore Yinhui, you're right about that. Ochre Mouse says, mine now.
Okay. Ooh.
Ochre Mouse says, yum yum. Esper_enjoyer says, speaking of nice brains, what's your favorite blood type? Streamer.
Favorite
Ochre
blood
Mouse
type?
says, Brian Sue.
O positive? I don't know. Seriously though, thank you all so much for watching this. This is a lot of fun.
Esper_enjoyer says, is that also yours?
My blood type? Actually I don't know what my blood type is. I have no idea.
Ochre Mouse says, aw, happy face.
Yeah, no, seriously, thank you so much for watching and interacting in chat. This is so much fun.
Melee_Yinhua says, I might know someone with O+ blood. The Traveler01 says, it's time for the taste test. Esper_enjoyer says, did you know that I can identify blood types by taste? Ochre Mouse says, I know what your blood type is. It's tasty, smiley face. Vivian Longing says, petting you. Melee_Yinhua says, they might be happy to bleed for a cute girl.
Oh my god.
The Traveler01 says, everyone same brain cell.
I am so happy I don't have a face
Vivian
cam
Longing
because
says, I'm just homosexual. Ochre Mouse says, teehee. Esper_enjoyer says, everyone same brain cell. Vivian Longing says, that is the brain cell. Ochre Mouse says, everyone same brain cell. Vivian Longing says at Esper_enjoyer Brian look out. The Traveler01 says, MR Brian Family Guy.
you all are successfully distracting me.
Ochre Mouse says, Brian.
Brian.
Ochre Mouse says, Brian. Hope Not says, y'all on something OMG. The Traveler01 says, Brian. Ochre Mouse says, Brian. Cyberbeast9999 says, chat has reached a higher level of existence. Chaotic_Cyphers says, Brian. Esper_enjoyer says, you know Lois, this reminds me of the time I watched my favorite streamer. Vivian Longing says, LMAO. Vivian Longing says, thanks a lot.
I'll allow it.
Yinhua says, life of Brian Cell. Nile_the_1 says at Cyberbeast9999 personally I was there already. The Traveler01 says, Brian existence. Cyberbeast9999 says, holy crap, Candy Rocks 03. Vivian Longing says, consider, boobs. Ochre Mouse says, the chat's collective hive eminence name is now Brian. Ochre Mouse says, boobs. Tits even. Melee_Yinhua says, we should force from Brian. Esper_enjoyer says at Ochre Mouse agreed. Chaotic_Cyphers says, estrogen blast Brian. The Traveler01 says, we are all Brian this blessed day. Vivian Longing says,
Yes!
can
Okay.
someone estrogen
Whew.
blast me?
Me too, please.
Esper_enjoyer says,
Okay.
all sharing a Brian cell. Vivian Longing says, or blast me in some other ways. Cyberbeast9999 says, okay, you may want to turn off TBS. You now have too many viewers. Vivian Longing says, flushed face.
I do not want to turn off TTS. This is a lot of fun.
Whoa, Brian is their chosen name. The Traveler01 says, this one wants to be blasted. Chaotic_Cypress says, yippee. Esper_enjoyer says, and if that's wrong, then we shall be taken to the same Brian cell.
Damn.
Chaotic_Cypress says, estrogen blast. The Traveler01 says, no cute TDS woman. Vivian Longing says at the Traveler 01 the offer is still available if you're around. Vivian Longing says, smiley
Ooh.
face.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I need to... Ah, damn it. Ah, I need to refresh at the end there. Crap. Okay. I can do that.
The Traveler 01 says, wayo.
Okay. Oh, damn it. So close.
CyberBeast9999 says, please estrogen blast me.
I think nearly everyone here would like to be
Mouse says,
estrogen
all of the
blasted.
pretty trans women are on this stream. It's very nice. Esper_enjoyer says, please don't turn a real you lunch. Vivian Longing says, I love being blasted by women pleading face. Chaotic_cypher
messed
says
up.
at CyberBeast9999 estrogen blast. The Traveler 01 says, OFC you do. Mocha Mouse says, LMAO.
I shouldn't have done that. Ah!
Esper_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing we have so much in common, it's like we share the same Brian cell. Ochre Mouse says, Brian 3. Esper_enjoyer says, could I have your Brian cell number? Vivian Longing says, also if you have any Celeste adjacent questions I'm your gal, this goes for the entire chat.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you so much. I need to not... Don't dash. Don't dash. Dang it.
Nile_the_1 says, I can also help with that probably.
I think I should
The Traveler
probably
01
leave
says,
that one.
Genuine Celeste expert. Ochre Mouse says, Celeste Ebert.
You know what? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna leave that one auto mod.
Vivian Longing says, I do know that Nile is knowledgeable. Hi Nile, you maybe don't remember me but I was Vividescence on Twitch for a while. Esper_enjoyer says, Brian Celeste. Vivian Longing says, that's fair. Nile_the_1 says at Vivian Longing yet I do remember you.
Yes. Okay.
The Traveler
Whew.
01 says, oh gosh who got auto-modded lol. Ochre Mouse says, breasts. Nile_the_1 says, I'm not as much of an expert as Viv I think but I am a fellow Celeste nerd.
Crap.
Vivian Longing says at the Traveler 01 I got you VV. Esper_enjoyer says at Ogre
Damn.
Mouse true. The Traveler 01 says, you boobs. Vivian Longing says, boo. The Hokuzinot says, Bob. Ochre Mouse says,
Crap.
boo 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 boo.
This may be the most fun I've had in a stream ever.
Esper_enjoyer says, Brian Cell Bob's win. Vivian Longing says, also I think that some auto-modded stuff still appears in the on-stream chat. Vivian Longing says, ads. Vivian Longing says, wet. Ochre Mouse says, booby dooby doo, where are you? The Traveler 01 says, wet.
Oh no.
Ochre Mouse says, wet.
Wet.
Esper_enjoyer says, wet. CyberBeast9999 says, wet. Ochre Mouse says, wet. Chaotic_Cypress says, my cat says hi. Vivian Longing says, Moon can gift me a sub BTW in case y'all were thinking about that shit. I am firmly anti-Jassy. Melee_Nintua
What?
says, wet.
What does that mean?
The Hokuzinot says, wet. Chaotic_Cypress says, wet. Nile_the_1 says that Chaotic_Cypress hi cat. The Traveler
Damn.
01 says, wet. Esper_enjoyer says,
Yeah.
we are the Brian Cell. Ochre Mouse says, hi cat. Vivian Longing says, anti-Bezos but the CEO isn't Bezos anymore Zoapad pencil. The Traveler 01 says,
Really?
Brian
Wait.
sounds. Vivian Longing says, wet. Ochre Mouse says,
Wait, Bezos isn't the CEO anymore? Are you kidding me? Seriously?
Vivian Longing says, Andy Jassy has been the CEO for years now.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
Vivian Longing says, for 4 years.
I had no
Ochre
idea.
Mouse says, wet. The Traveler 01 says, what if wet? Cyberbeast9999 says, wet. Chaotic_Cyphers says, wet. Vivian Longing says, also I sent the link to the wet emote.
There's a
The
wet
Hocuti
emote.
Not says, wet. Vivian Longing says, wet. Ochre Mouse says, we.
Oh.
Esper_enjoyer says F Vivian Longing pretty sure that guy just added AJ to their real name. Vivian Longing says, LOL Esper. Ochre Mouse says, LOL. Chaotic_Cypress says, XD.
Damn.
Ochre Mouse says, chicken wing.
Crap.
Vivian Longing says, okay Candy, you wanna know something funny that's a little backseaty about this room?
Sure, yeah. Let me hear it. Oh, Water.
Esper_enjoyer says, water time.
water time.
Vivian Longing says, it's an easy room though so who cares?
Okay, well, it may be easy for you. I have yet to see if it's actually easy though.
Ochre Mouse says, LOL. The Traveler 01 says, hey chat, hope this one isn't being too radical but, Naya. Vivian Longing says, grab the bottom of the block and don't let go of the block at the start. Vivian Longing
Okay.
says. Vivian Longing
Right
says
here?
that the Traveler 01
Oh
needs
my god.
Yinzu says, easy compared to the final screen at least. Esper
Oh my
Enjoyer says that the Traveler 01 you dare defy the Brian Cell. The Traveler 01 says, I am sorry.
Okay, well, I gotta go down a little
Vivian
further.
Longing says, smiley face. Vivian Longing says, yep. Nile_the_1 says, the
Didn't think
funny
about the
haircut.
hitboxes there.
Vivian Longing says,
Ow.
they didn't think about the hitboxes there.
Damn it.
Esper_enjoyer says at the Traveler 01 good word puns. We don't follow rules.
Need to go down a little more.
Vivian Longing says, oh you can also skip the coins too. Ochre Mouse says, MMM
You can?
Cell.
Wait.
Ochre Mouse says, nom. The Traveler 01 says, so this one is allowed to, nice.
Ah, crap.
Cyberbeast9999 says, did someone say punk? Curly hair instantly shapes into spikes. Esper_enjoyer says, streamer, still waiting for you to get back on that blood type.
I don't know. I don't know what my blood type is. I gotta check my driver's license or something.
Ochre Mouse says, nom 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 nom.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Cyberbeast9999 says,
I see what you mean by you can skip the coins.
Ochre Mouse says, she's on. Esper_enjoyer
Oh, okay,
says,
well, not if I do
just
that.
need a taste. Cyberbeast9999 says, yummers. Ochre Mouse says, oh negative. The Traveler 01 says, taste test time. Cyberbeast9999 says, stupid autocorrect. Vivian Longing says, like, not even if you have 2 dashes, you can skip it even without that skip.
Really?
Cyberbeast9999 says, it ducking sucks. Esper_enjoyer says at Ochre Mouse if it tastes good, she is. Vivian Longing says, I want to taste pleading face.
Are people talking about wanting to drink my blood?
Cyberbeast9999 says at Espel_enjoyer the vampires lurking in chat are taking notes.
Oh my god.
Espel_enjoyer says at Vivian longing Ikaye dibs. Ochre Mouse says, yes.
Oh great.
Ochre Mouse says, that's exactly what we were talking bay out. Vivian longing says,
damn, okay.
PS. The Traveler 01 says, no of course we don't want to drink your blood.
There we go,
Anyway,
okay.
Can we come in? Just being polite. Espel_enjoyer says at Vivian longing me first.
Ooh, how?
Cyberbeast9999
Does it want me to?
says, if
Oh,
I
it
drink
does,
your
okay.
blood do I become a girl? Vivian longing says, why didn't the PS work?
Oh, it doesn't make the sound.
Vivian longing says, I know a Celeste player with the handle T-girl blood.
Oh my god,
Ochre Mouse
okay.
says, PSSPPPSPPPSPPSPPSPPSPS. Espel_enjoyer says, also streamer, please don't throw grains at the ground, not because we need to count them, but just don't. Espel_enjoyer says, PSPSPSPSPSPSPSPSPSPSPSPSPS. The Traveler 01 says, transitioning via drinking the blood of a cute trans woman.
I'm pretty sure there's a
Ochre Mouse
comic
says,
about that.
PP. Ochre Mouse says, PP. Cyberbeast9999 says at Vivian longing say what now?
Ooh,
Vivian
okay.
longing
Okay.
says, PP pleading
Damn.
face. Nile_the_1 says, I love how everyone in the Twitch Celeste community just knows each other. Espel_enjoyer says at Ochre Mouse not for long. The Traveler 01 says, face.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
Vivian longing says, OBTW at the Traveler 01 Sarah says hi.
Okay.
The Traveler 01 says, is Viv always this thirsty? I just know her from past thirsty experiences but not on beer. Vivian longing says, pleading face. Ochre Mouse says, LOL. Cyberbeast9999 says, it is really sweet how y'all all know each other.
It's really
Vivian
cool,
longing
yeah.
says at the Traveler 01 nah I read the room and also this room is thirsty as fuck. The Traveler 01 says that Vivian longing was thinking about her, saw her playing Satisfactory with Goth Pot Puppy.
Ooh, I love Satisfactory.
Espel_enjoyer
Holy shit.
says, I know I'm thirsty. Bloodthirsty. Ochre Mouse says, I'm just here girl.
I think this is the first time I've ever had viewers being thirsty in my chat.
Soft girl sounds. The Traveler 01 says, everyone wants to nom some candy rocks and get some yummy blood.
Oh my god.
Espel_enjoyer says, we know each other. Ochre Mouse says, thirsty, smiley face. Vivian longing says, wait.
Ah, damn it. So close.
Espel_enjoyer says, okay waiting.
Okay, yeah, waiting.
Vivian longing says, if candy is candy does that mean her blood is sweet?
Probably,
Ochre
yeah.
Mouse says, speaking of thirsty. The Traveler 01 says, we all have to wait.
Ooh, okay.
Espel_enjoyer says, this better not
Water
be
time.
a ploy to steal my blood. The Traveler 01 says, we need a taste test ASAP. Espel_enjoyer says at Vivian longing that's if it's O negative.
Hang on, okay, let me, because y'all are asking, I'll go grab my license and see if it has my blood type on it. I don't remember. Does my license have my blood type on it?
Espel_enjoyer says, my blood, as in the blood I called dibs on. The Traveler
I don't know where it
01
would
says,
say
this
it.
one is the universal receiver thinks whichever one that is. Ochre Mouse says, pee pee poo poo. Vivian longing says, I have to refrain from doing a flirt. The Traveler 01 says, was such a weird experience giving blood while having a fear of needles. Vivian Longing says, also Traveler you told me to be flirty. The Traveler01 says, did this one do so? Vivian Longing says, by being here, smiley face. Cyberbeast9999 says, while you at it, what are those funny numbers on your credit card?
Joke's on you, I don't have a credit card.
The Traveler01 says, surprised face.
I'm not sure where it says my blood type. Maybe A? It says A. I don't know, but it doesn't say A positive or negative, so I don't know what that means.
S4_enjoyer says, can we have your bank account information?
No!
Vivian Longing says, Sarah might be coming over
Okay, hang on.
The Traveler01 says, have fun. S4_enjoyer says, oh, a B tier blood.
How do I know my blood type?
The Traveler01 says at S4_enjoyer not subtle enough, even she will notice that.
Is your blood type on your driver's license? Is blood type on driver's license? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, so my blood type is not on here. I'm sorry, I don't know my blood type. Sorry. If I figure it out, I'll let you know. Okay,
S4_enjoyer says, just gimme some and we can find out together.
Okay, well, I'm in Ohio and you're in Texas, so that's gonna be a little hard. Oh, wait, I need to wave dash off of that, don't I? Fuck. That's gonna suck. Okay. Ah, nope. Damn it.
S4_enjoyer says, distance doesn't matter to the dark urge.
Dark
Vivian Longing
urge.
says, Candy please stay safe.
Yeah, Ohio
Traveler01
kind of
says,
sucks
this
right
one's ID
now,
just has
but
that
I
as a
am
Dunkin'
being
Donut.
as safe as I can.
Yinhua says, oh, we got another Texan trans woman here. I am Sarapup says, transgender pride.
New person,
Vivian
hi!
Longing says, I know that Bigfoot and the air raid monster is in there. The Traveler01 says, hi Sarah.
Oh yeah,
Poker Mouse
Siren
says,
Head.
the Dark Urge, also known as the Dirt.
Dirt.
S4_enjoyer says at Melee_Yinhua vaguely woman. The Traveler01 says at Vivian Longing thought you meant you were gonna hang out IRL LOL. I am Sarapup says, blame Viv and Traveler LOL. Vivian Longing says, hi Sarah, good puppy. The Traveler01 says, Nianyan ya. I am Sarapup says, hi at the Traveler01 it's been a while. The Traveler01 says, gosh this one needs to play VG3 again so bad lie I. Ogre Mouse says, pupper. The Traveler01 says at I am Sarapup Naya. Melee_Yinhua says at S4_enjoyer fair enough but Nianyan ya. The Traveler01 says, damn TDS is going non-stop now. Cyberbeast9999 says, more PPL. Ogre Mouse says, Banana. I am Sarapup says, I am a puppy too yes. Cyberbeast9999 says, fellow puppy. S4_enjoyer says that the Traveler01 sounds like fun. The Traveler01 says, TDS woman has such a cute voice NGL _right, _left. Vivian Longing says, new puppy just dropped. Cyberbeast9999 says, Wolf 3. Melee_Yinhua says at the Traveler01 adding TDS woman to the polycule.
Ah, dang it.
I am Sarapup says, I am a relatively new puppy is true. S4_enjoyer says at Ogre Mouse Brian Nana. Ogre Mouse says, Burkit. Ogre Mouse says at S4_enjoyer yes. Cyberbeast9999 says, unable to resist the urge to try to make friends in Twitch chat. The Traveler01 says, Brian Polycule let's fucking goo. Vivian Longing says, having a rough day today? Put your hand on your heart. I am
I'll let it
Sarapup
through.
says, Hi streamer, I like your art. Vivian Longing says, for
You like my art? I haven't done that much art. Wait.
Vivian Longing says, feel that? That's a tidig. Melee underscore Yintua says that I am Sarap up all will become Kriture.
Hang on, if you're saying you like my art, you might actually be liking Noah's art.
Let's make it happen. Cyberbeast9999 says, the creature. The Traveler 01 says, Brian Polycule FTW we shall grow. I am Sarap up says, your profile pic art.
Oh yeah, that's Noah's.
41 says, you are getting closer and closer to that goal of 13 mil. Vivian Longing says, LMAO. Vivian Longing says, Tidid. Ochre Mouse says, if you're talking about her PFP, I did the art.
Yeah, Noah did the art. Ochre Mouse.
It's really cute. Vivian Longing says, boobs. Vivian Longing says, okay, yet
Yay,
I'm
follower!
going crazy.
Thank you!
Ochre Mouse says, thank you.
Yeah, Automod is banning
Longing
the
says
word
that I am
boobs
Sarap
and
up.
titty.
Aye.
I'm trying
The
to
Traveler 01
unban them.
says, we're practically at 13 mil,
Yes!
just missing
Okay.
a few zeros,
Woo!
which is literally nothing.
Okay.
Ochre Mouse
Okay.
says, you can find me in her Discord chat if you'd like to see more of it.
Yeah, I got my Discord down below.
Says, yeah, join the Discord, y'all. I am Sarap up says, hit me. I follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Underscore enjoyer says, hold the boob line, chat.
Okay, I need to not jump out that
Ochre
last
Mouse
one.
says, boob. Vivian Longing says at Espar underscore enjoyer, I prefer to hold the boob.
Damn. Okay.
Espar underscore
no.
enjoyer says, Automod will not take our titties. The
I'm trying to allow
Traveler
certain
01
things
says,
through.
Yay boobs. I am Sarap up says, I am a busy girl who doesn't even check on her own Discord server very much. I should probably not join more. Ochre Mouse says, I love how I'm.
Why did it wait? Why
flash
did
and
it try to
here.
stop my
Y'all
name
make
from
me
going
feel
through?
like
What the
one of
hell?
Girls and it's nice. The Traveler 01 says, oh hey, we can distract Candy from Celeste just by talking about boobs enough. I am Sarap up says, free the titted. Nile underscore the underscore one says at Ochre Mouse not the only one. Vivian Longing says at Ochre Mouse one of us, one of us, one of us. Ochre Mouse says, oh hey lol. Traveler 01 underscore 1 says, oh that's unfortunate. Vivian Longing says, we flirted with Candy too hard and she crashed all over the computer. Candy Rocks 03 says, the crash isn't your fault. I have shitty Wi-Fi. Cyberbeast9999 says, the stream could not handle the weight.
Let me
of
know
our
when it's
moaning
back.
numbers. Candy Rocks 03 says, it'll be back in a sec. Ochre Mouse says, quick, hold the line Brian's. I am Sarap up says, oh no we were too horny for stream. Espar underscore enjoyer says at Candy Rocks 03 I'm gonna have another chat with your Wi-Fi. Ochre Mouse says, LMAO.
We're back? Okay, good.
Espar
Yay!
underscore
Okay.
Enjoyer says,
Woohoo.
I am
Sorry about
Sarap
that.
up impossible.
I have really shitty internet.
Says,
Sorry.
let me know when it's back. Nile underscore 1 says, we back I
Okay.
think. The Traveler 01 says, Brian Power. Cyberbeast9999
Oh,
says,
damn.
may the muskrat face the rage of a million ingrown toenails. Vivian Longing says, it's back. Ochre Mouse says, back I think. Vivian Longing says,
Ow.
we can hear you snorting about the funnies. Melee underscore Yinhua says, too many creatures for TDS to manage. Vivian Longing says, it's very cute.
Aw.
Sarap up says that Espar underscore enjoyer should see how bad my streams get LMAO. Espar underscore enjoyer says, oh The Traveler 01 says, Candy your breasts are too powerful for Twitch. Espar underscore enjoyer says at I am Sarap up perhaps I should. The Traveler 01 says, immediately snorts. Espar underscore enjoyer says that the Traveler 01 snorts what? I am Sarap up says, North what? I am Sarapup says, bomb. The Traveler 01 says, everyone. Ochre Mouse says, EEEAAAO. Cyberbeast 9999 says that I am Sarapup, my streams crash so often. Ochre Mouse says, PFF.
Ooh, yes, okay. Whew.
Underscore one says,
Got it.
TDS is really trying her best to catch me. Pokemon Longing says, good girl TDS, keep going. I am Sarapup says, I'm gonna reload again.
Okay.
Ochre Mouse says, may all of y'all get to rest upon a trans girl's boob tonight as a pillow. The Traveler 01 says, TDS I believe in you. I am Sarapup says, I nice load. The Traveler 01 says at Ochre Mouse please. Esco underscore enjoyer says at Ochre Mouse none in my area, the YouTube ads lied to me.
Aww.
Vivian Longing says at I am Sarapup I do have that, thank you. The Traveler 01
Damn.
says at Esco underscore enjoyer I don't think that was YouTube. Cyberbeast 9999 says, none may contain our silliness. Esco underscore enjoyer says at the Traveler 01 you'd be surprised. The Traveler 01 says, oh. Cyberbeast 9999 says, the power of the Brian is unstoppable. Ochre Mouse says, have to go. Signing off for today.
Okay,
Thanks
see you,
y'all for
Noah.
the great stream and have a good night, Candy.
Thank you.
Melee underscore Yinhua says, secret about TDS is it's not actually short for text to speech, it's titties with the vowels removed. The Traveler 01 says at Melee underscore Yinhua based. Cyberbeast 9999 says, BEE Noah. Ochre Mouse says, BE. The Traveler 01 says, bye Noah. Espo underscore enjoyer says at Melee underscore Yinhua true.
Crap. Oh, did it catch up? It caught up. Oh my god. Ow. "17 people, holy shit, what?"
Underscore the underscore one says, yay TDS did it, smiley face.
Oh my god.
Espo underscore enjoyer says, let's make it to 20.
Okay, water.
Vivian Longing says,
I'll
good
drink some
idea.
water.
Coho Cusinot says, bonk.
Automod.
I am Sarapup says, the horny is strong today. The Traveler 01 says, I miss waterboarding you Candy, you were making such cute noises, sad face.
God.
Esco underscore
Are you
enjoyer
trying
says,
to make
"Call
me
your
blush?"
friends. Let them watch the trans lady play the trans lady game. Vivian Longing says at I am Sarapup MHM. I am Sarapup says, 17 is impressive, should I bring
Come
more of my
on.
weirdos?
Yes, okay. Whew. Yes, please, feel free.
Vivian Longing says, comb room.
Comb room? Is this what you... Is this the comb here? Is that up there the comb? Ow. Damn it. Okay, so wait, do I need to like... Do we need to activate it and then wave dash and...
Vivian Longing says, yes.
Why did it not read that one? That was weird. It didn't read the last couple.
Esco underscore enjoyer says, I wanna make Sandy blush. Vivian Longing says, damn I would love to brush a girl's hair RN. Esco underscore enjoyer says, asterisk candy. The Traveler 01 says, my hair is so naughty RN black. Espo underscore enjoyer says, fuck.
There are two reasons I do not have a face cam on right now. One, I haven't like showered or shaved in a while. And
Male
two,
underscore Yinhua
you'd all
says,
see me blushing.
"Comb room was such a pain first time. Good thing I'm a masochist. Vivian Longing says at the
Oh my
Traveler
God.
01, you know me, I've done this before, I'll denot your hair. The Traveler 01 says, it is
Oh,
bad RN.
okay, that was too early that
I
time.
am Sarapup says, dropped a link on my Discord, let's see who makes it.
Ooh, yay! Oh my god, thank you!
The Traveler 01 says at Candy
Oh,
Rock
so close.
03 mood. Melee underscore Yinhua says at Vivian Longing, same here, get over here Trixie. Now underscore the underscore 1 says, I remember seeing a picture of comb room while I was working on the B-side and wondering how it's even possible. Espar underscore in
I'm always happy to have new people there. Just kind of hang out sometimes.
I am Sarapup says, cool. Cyberbeast9999 says, hey, are you an angel because I'm allergic to feathers dies? I am Sarapup says, knew it, did it crash again?
No, did it crash?
Vivian Longing says,
Oh,
hey,
God
are you
damn
a
it.
cat because PS. Espar
Is it not a crash?
underscore
It didn't
enjoyer
crash?
says, genuinely so rude to get an ad that freezes.
It's back?
The
Okay,
Traveler
alright.
01 says,
Sorry. Again, I think it was a crash. It says it's only been going for 30 seconds.
Ho QZ not says,
I'm
it's a
sorry.
crash.
My internet's really
Vivian
bad.
Longing says, it's not a crash. Vivian Longing says, it's back if it was a crash. Nile underscore the underscore 1 says, we back. Nile underscore the underscore 1 says, it was a crash. Espar underscore enjoyer says at Cyberbeast9999 no she's an angle and a real acuity at that.
Okay,
Vivian
water
Longing
time.
says, oh fun fact. Vivian Longing says, you can do this entire room without wave dashes
You
or wall
can?
bounces. Vivian Longing
How?
says, it's silly.
Oh my god. At some point, I think that's going to be more difficult.
It's very hard.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all have almost run me out of water.
Nile underscore the underscore 1 says,
Ow.
okay, I actually did not know this. The Traveler 01 says, when can we waterboard you again?
I don't want you guys to
Steven underscore
waterboard me
face.
again.
Espar underscore enjoyer says, isn't it some kind of frame perfect jump? Nile underscore the underscore 1 says, how would you skip the wall bounces, I'm curious. Vivian Longing says, a general rule, if you have a question is this possible in Celeste it probably is, but if so it's mega ass. The Traveler 01 says, why not, you were making such cute noises, you were clearly enjoying the 3. Vivian Longing says at Espar underscore enjoyer it's like a 2 frame plus buffer, so 6 frames. Espar underscore enjoyer says at the Traveler 01 true, you should waterboard her again. The Traveler 01 says, cute gay sounds woo. Espar underscore enjoyer says, come on, we know you like it. Cyberbeast9999 says, or so, square root of 1 plus 10 squared c. Vivian Longing says, everyone, when Candy clears this room she's a good girl and we can tell her this when she does it. Vivian Longing says at Cyberbeast9999 god this is a cringe math joke.
I can't do that math in my head, so I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Cyberbeast9999 says, yes it is. Cyberbeast9999 says, SECC.
Oh.
For anyone that didn't get it,
Got
it's
it.
See, sexy. Now underscore the underscore 1 says, okay, I looked it up, that's so cool.
Oh, wait, no, I need to... Oh, crap! No. Okay, that's the furthest I've gotten, though.
Vivian Longing says, oh she's cracked actually.
Crap.
Cyberbeast9999 says, I stole it from Reddit.
Okay. Dang it. Damn.
Melee underscore Yinhua says, Aw, such a good girl for chat, making such amazing progress for us. Traveler01 says, rooting for you, Candy. You're doing great.
Is this going to be the audience I've amassed? Just people flirting with me? I'm not opposed, but...
The Traveler01 says, you're clearly enjoying it. I am Seraph says, I'm back and so very floaty. Cyberbeast9999 says, trust me, it gets worse.
It gets worse.
The Traveler01 says, you're like 2 steps from being domed by chat.
Oh my god.
Mary_Yinhua says, you seem very unopposed indeed. Vivian Longman says, why the fuck don't I have dogs in my chat's pleading face? Melee_Yinhua says, it seems like this is the audience you've been looking to nurture. Escal_Enjoyer says, she pressure on my radius till I flow rate. I am says, this stream is fun. I like it here. I am Serapop says net Viv hi.
Well, I'm glad everyone's having fun.
Says, LMAO.
Ow. Oh my god. At this point, I'm getting so distracted.
Vivian Longing says, okay, I'll correct myself. The Traveler01 says, are you having a good time, Han? I am Serapop says, this just in, cute streamer devolved into giggling mess. Vivian Longing says, why the fuck don't I have someone bombing me in my DMS? Melee_Yinhua says, distracted by the stream you wanted to have the whole time. Vivian Longing says, because no offense Sarah, you might be a DOM but you haven't been doing so good. Escal_Enjoyer says at Vivian Longing I mean I could try it out. I am Serapop says, true. The Traveler01 says, love how TDS pronounces a DOM like it's an acronym. Cyberbeast9999 says, oh my god.
Jordan, what has this chat devolved into?
I am Serapop says, Domo. Hokuzinot says, y'all scare me.
What would Mud say? I don't know what Mud would say.
I am Serapop says, LMAO. Vivian Longing says, I can't stop getting ads because the crash happens and then the ads come 7 minutes after.
Aww.
The Traveler01 says, we have evolved. The Brian Polycule has only gotten more and more
Damn.
yummy like you want.
I need to wait a little longer.
Vivian Longing says, web. Vivian Longing says, can we go back to spamming web? Vivian Longing says, wet. Cyberbeast9999 says, wet. The Traveler01 says, wet. Hokuzinot says, wet. Cyberbeast9999 says, when. Cyberbeast9999 says, wet. Escal_Enjoyer says, you must not have a high voltage, cause you're not resisting this at all. The Traveler01 says, wet.
Wait, why does it say someone redeemed a pipe? Why didn't it make the sound?
Let me gift a sub to her to get rid of her ads. The Traveler01 says, LOL. Nile_the_1 says, I got robbed, sad face. The Traveler01 says, you should spam pipe to make up for it. Vivian Longing says that I am Serapop C. The Traveler01 says, or just refund it so they can do it again. Vivian Longing says, I mentioned you can't gift me a sub. Melee_Yinhua says at Hokuzinot don't worry, you only need to be scared if your desire gets tangled into things, unless that is why you're scared. The Traveler01 says, can't gift the sub a sub. Vivian Longing says, so hahaha get fucked Sarah. I am Sarapup says, I am not getting fucked often enough. Escar_enjoyer says, she torque on my radius till I force.
Jesus. Oh
The
my
Traveler 01 says at Escar_enjoyer, where are you getting these lines? These are incredible. Escar_enjoyer says, AP Physics 2 formula sheet. The Traveler 01 says,
Oh my God.
FR. I am Sarapup says, they're just spitting facts.
Oh, so close.
Cyberbeast9999 says at Escar_enjoyer, she forced on my mask till I accelerate. Vivian Longing says, noon spitting in my mouth, pleading face. Escar_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing, not yet. Vivian Longing says, okay, how is that not auto-modded?
I don't know.
The Traveler 01 says, you're doing a great job, Candy.
Thank you, I'm trying.
I am Sarapup says at Vivian Longing, I put worse things in your mouth last time.
Jesus.
The Traveler 01
Oh my God.
says, waiting for you. Escar_enjoyer says at I am Sarapup car battery.
Ah.
Vivian Longing says, see, I was unsure if I should invite Sarah in here. Vivian Longing says, because I knew that kind of talk was coming. The Traveler 01 says, damn, I joined the war on horny against horny saw. Escar_enjoyer says, this is perfect, keep her in. I am Sarapup says, I'm a lot.
I'm having a great time. Okay. Oh, damn it.
The Traveler
Too early.
01 says, you're wonderful and I adore you. Vivian Longing says, actually I don't think you put worse in my moda. You definitely put something better though. Smiley face. Escar_enjoyer says at the Traveler 01, it's not too late to commit treason. Cyberbeast9999 says, the amount of pure unfiltered estrogen in this chat could turn all of the states lesbian.
You right.
Cyberbeast9999 says, oh wait, they already are. The Traveler 01 says at Vivian Longing carrot steampunk Lois Griffin. Melee_Yinhua says, oh I'm sure you are having an amazing time, just
I am.
ecstatic for us.
I am having an amazing
The
time.
Traveler
This is so
01
fun.
says, I'm sorry. I am Sarapup says, look, I emptied something in her mouth. Ho QZNot says, toothpaste. Escar_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing, hey, is this a tricycle cause I sense a third wheel rolling in, hasn't seen Sarah. Vivian Longing says, wet. Cyberbeast9999 says, borf. Vivian Longing says, wait. Candy Rocks 03 says, let me know when it's back. Ho QZNot says, QWH.
We're back?
QZNot
Okay,
says,
yay.
wet.
Hooray.
Escar_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing, The Traveler 01 says, think I visited somehow but never actually got to say
Damn.
hi. Remember what her house looks like for some reason. Ho QZNot says, back. Escar_enjoyer says, then I guess it's a car? I am Sarapup says at the Traveler 01 Nile_the_1 says, we back. Cyberbeast9999 says, back. Vivian Longing says, wait, I'm the B in this equation? The Traveler 01 says, can we be that gay plain mean? Vivian Longing says, that's crazy. I am Sarapup says at the Traveler 01, you shipped a thing here lol. The Traveler 01 says, right. I am Sarapup says, we did a handoff. underscore Yinhua says at Vivian Longing steals the third wheel for myself. The Traveler 01 says, damn I suck lol. I am Sarapup says, yay it's back. S4 underscore enjoyer says at the Traveler 01 that's one way of putting it. Cyberbeast9999 says, this chat is unfolding like a Deep Sea cartoon. The Traveler 01 says at Cyberbeast9999 I have not heard something so scathing yet accurate all day.
True. Ah, dang it.
Cyberbeast9999 says, we're in hell and the demons are very, very horny. I am Sarapup says at Escal underscore enjoyer I can show some other ways to put it. Escal underscore enjoyer says at the Traveler 01 we need to meet our swearing quota, then. Cyberbeast9999 says at I am Sarapup oh god. The Traveler 01 says, okay this one will do its best. Escal underscore enjoyer says that I am Sarapup is that a challenge? The Traveler 01 says, Candy you're doing so fucking good you're fucking amazing so fucking rad and cool and cute and fuck. The Traveler 01 says, was that
Thank
good?
you.
Cyberbeast9999 says, as an asexual girl I cannot match this level of degeneracy. Escal underscore enjoyer says, we forgot our single slur. Melee underscore Yinhua says at Cyberbeast9999 as an ace girl I definitely can. Vivian Longing says, wet. I am Sarapup says, do not fuck at the streamer. Escal underscore enjoyer says at Cyberbeast9999 I'm ace 2 just depraved beyond measure. The Traveler 01 says, can confirm, that doll has said way I worse. Vivian Longing says at I am Sarapup can I be the fuck instead. Escal underscore enjoyer says at I am Sarapup yeah not at her. Melee underscore Yinhua says, 3. The Traveler 01 says at I am Sarapup why can't we fuck at the streamer? Cyberbeast9999 says, I can fake it though. Cyberbeast9999 says, oops, am I right, girls?
Yeah.
Escal underscore enjoyer says at the Traveler 01 we have to fuck to the streamer, it's rude just to fuck at her. The Traveler 01 says, whoa such degenerate. The Traveler 01 says, so right. I am Sarapup says, she's trying to Celeste, too much fuck will make that hard. Or, make something
Hey,
hard.
hang on a minute. Whoa.
The Traveler 01 says at Escal underscore enjoyer this one doesn't know the difference between fuck at the streamer and fuck to the streamer.
Ooh, come on. Damn it.
I am Sarapup says, oh I gotta rise out of her LUL. Escal underscore enjoyer says that I am Sarapup Celeste with one hand would be difficult. True.
You're making me drink water now? Okay. I'm gonna have to get a refill soon.
The Traveler 01 says, girl you're thirsty too. Cyberbeast9999 says, it's time to
I'll
drink
allow that.
water. Vivian Longing says, that's fair Automot, that's fair.
I'm gonna allow it.
Says at I am Sarapup listen if I've managed to beat farewell on shrooms Candy can beat farewell on sex. The Traveler 01 says, concerning LOL. The Traveler 01 says, LOL. Melee underscore Yinhua says at Escal underscore enjoyer one of the nice things about us T-girls, we have a built-in analog stick.
Oh my god!
Says, aye.
Oh my god.
Cyberbeast9999 says, chat, can we sing a song? Vivian Longing says that I am Sarapup, I have a new idea for next weekend. _enjoyer says at Vivian Longing like, during. The Traveler01 says, do it. I am Sarapup says at Melee_Yinhua, I love a good joystick. The Traveler01 says, are you going to stream it? _enjoyer says, we're no strangers to love. I am Sarapup says at Vivian Longing analog stick. Cyberbeast9999 says, you know the rules and so do I. _enjoyer says, a full commitment is what I'm thinking of. The Traveler01 says, Cyber, you're doing great, you are contributing so good to the Brian Polycule. _enjoyer says, gotta make you understand. The Traveler01 says, no at. Vivian Longing says that I am Sarapup, okay, this gave me an even worse idea. Cyberbeast9999 says, never gonna give you up. Vivian
no.
says, fair enough. The Traveler01 says,
yeah,
"It's
hang on.
but it won't load."
Is it back?
Enjoyer says at Melee_Yinhua, I don't know. Actually,
Okay, it's back. Yay.
really turns me off.
Sorry.
The Traveler01
Again,
says,
shitty satellite internet. I'm sorry.
Ahokuzumot says, back. Nile_the_1 says, we back. Vivian
You didn't miss
Longing
much.
says, the return.
Honestly,
I am
all the
Sarapup
entertainment at
says,
this point is
we
in
gotta
chat.
give you a hard line. Vivian Longing says at _enjoyer, that's not what that means, sweetie. The Traveler01 says, did this miss anything? The Traveler01 says, nah, I'm watching you doi ng your best.
Okay. I am doing my best, that is true. I'm trying my best. Six, 16 viewers? 15 viewers? Oh my god. There's so many people. It's stressful.
Cyberbeast9999 says, may muskrats check engine light stay on for eternity?
Yes, thank you.
Vivian Longing
Absolutely.
says, okay, so this is the point where I mention.
Okay.
The Traveler01 says, the Brian Polycule grows. _enjoyer says at Vivian Longing, oh that one. Still not.
Dang it. Dang it. Dang it.
The Traveler01 says, we can help you de-stress. Of course by cheering you on and praising you, smiley face.
Thank you. Come on. Ah, dang
_enjoyer says, and if you let us, we could waterboard you again.
it. I don't
I am
want that.
Sarapup says, cheering her on from under her desk. Yes.
I'm in my desk. What?
Vivian Longing
Water,
says that
okay.
I am Sarapup, shush puppy. The Traveler
I'm almost
01
out.
says, can we please see waterboard you again?
I don't even have that much left. I've got maybe 2 sips left. I gotta save it. Then I gotta walk away and get a refill.
The Traveler01 says, be a good girl for chat and let us
Oh
waterboard
my
you.
god.
_enjoyer says, I don't want that is exactly what someone who wants that would say.
No.
Cyberbeast9999 says, Madeline, I must climb this mountain to overcome my own anxiety. I am
Dang it.
Sarapup says at Vivian Longing, you could have said hush puppy and it would have been funnier. Cyberbeast9999 says, chat. The Traveler01 says, LOL. Vivian Longing says that I am Sarapup sit. _enjoyer says that I am Sarapup, oh have you ever had a hush puppy before?
Ooh, yeah, hush puppies are actually really good.
The Traveler01 says, this one doesn't. Candy Rocks 03 says, I am glad you didn't hear my
Ah,
reaction.
good. It's
actually.
back. Yay.
Vivian Longing says, welcome back.
Okay, we're
The
back.
Traveler 01 says, yay we read back. Espel underscore
Oh, no.
enjoyer says at Candy Rocks 03 oh well now you've intrigued me. The Traveler 01 says
Oh,
at
no.
Candy Rocks 03 you totally wanted us to hear. Vivian Longing says,
No
also
comment.
we already knew the response was you're not wrong.
That is not what I responded with.
Vivian Longing says, you don't have to hide that sweetie. The Traveler 01
What?
says, I bet it was cute giggles again. I am Sarapup says, cute. Espel underscore enjoyer says, cutie. I am Sarapup says, it's okay we can tell what a bottom you are. The Traveler 01 says, cute. Cyberbeast9999 says, I know her face be looking like a flaming hot Cheeto at this point.
Jordan, you're not wrong.
Underscore Yinhua says, cute. The Traveler 01 says, cute. I am Sarapup says, adorable. Vivian Longing says, as it should be. Espel underscore enjoyer says, it me, the wicked switch of the west, here to make a streamer blush. Melee underscore Yinhua says, cutie. The Traveler 01 says, so cute and precious. Vivian Longing says, girls are so much prettier flush red. The Traveler 01 says, so adorable and wonderful and such cute noises for us. I am Sarapup says, cutie rockin' everywhere. Espel underscore enjoyer says, hold on I need a thesaurus for this one.
Thesaurus.
The Traveler 01 says, so cute. Melee underscore Yinhu says, such a good little Celeste playing treasure. Vivian Longing says that Espel underscore enjoyer know you need an English bottom dictionary. The Traveler 01 says, good girl bleed purple.
I'm so
I am
glad I don't
Sarapup
have a.
says,
I'm
blushing
so glad I
hard
don't
I
have a
can
face
taste it
cam.
from here. Espel underscore enjoyer says, adorable little sweetie darling dear. Cyberbeast9999 says, fair maiden, thou doth shine bright as yon sun. The Traveler 01 says, we're all imagining your blushing face.
Probably very accurate.
The Traveler 01 says, as you repeatedly try the same thing over and over but are too flustered to concentrate.
Shut up.
Vivian Longing says, well I don't know what she looks like so. Vivian Longing says, but I bet she's very cute. Espel underscore enjoyer says, you must look so sweet when you blush. Melee underscore Yinhua says, so much blood rushing to your cheeks we can feel the heat from here. Cyberbeast9999 says, guys she's gonna need therapy after this.
I think you're wrong. I think
Traveler
that's the
01
opposite. This
says,
is the therapy,
she
if
sounds
anything.
Like a super cute woman. Espel underscore enjoyer says at Vivian Longing I've seen glimpses. I am Sarapup says, trying over and over but she's too bottom to concentrate. The Traveler 01 says, did you get so flustered you needed a breather lil cutie pie? Cyberbeast9999 says, this is the confidence booster she needs.
It really is.
Vivian
It
Longing
really
says
is.
that I am Sarapup no she's actually trying, I can tell, this room is just ass. Espel underscore enjoyer says, imagine the cutest woman you've seen, and multiply it by 200. I am Sarapup says, this is the therapy, she's going to ride this high like something else you ride.
Oh my god.
01 says, someone needs to clip the cute overloads. Melee underscore Yinhua says, so flushed her muscle memory has fallen second to being a good bottom. The Traveler 01 says at I am Sarapup that was good OMG. The Traveler 01 says at Melee underscore Yinhua oh.
Oh my god. Y'all. Oh my god.
Espel underscore enjoyer says at I am Sarapup oh yes. Like the horses in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steel Ball Run. The Traveler 01 says, how are you feeling honey? Breathing okay for us?
I am doing great. I just can't stop laughing.
Melee underscore Yinhua says, y'all what huh? Have you lost your words for us?
Oh my god. Okay. Water.
The Traveler01 says, I'm sure the laughing will distract everyone from how adorable you're being. I am Sarapup says, I'm not one to toot my own horn. I have cute bottoms for that. But I think I'm a pretty excellent flirt. I'm good at finding 17 different ways to melt a good girl. We're only at 4 so far. The Traveler01 says that I am Sarapup. I love this.
I need to go get more water. I'm going to be right back.
Vivian Longing says, she's overwhelming. S4_enjoyer says, I may suck at flirting, but that makes me good at flirting actually. Vivian Longing says, overwhelmed. Vivian Longing says, such a good girl. The Traveler01 says, can we waterboard you after?
Tell you what, I'll turn the time limit on the water.
I am Sarapup says, nah, she can handle
I'll turn the water cooldown down to like 2 minutes instead of 5, okay?
Espo_enjoyer says,
I'll be right back.
Hype. The Traveler
Y'all can entertain yourselves, right?
Such a good girl for us. Vivian Longing says at I am Sarapup. I don't think overwhelmed is at the limit.
Okay, I'm gonna go get water. Oh good, there's an ad break, so yeah, do that.
She's
I'll
doing
be right
great.
back.
Espo_enjoyer says, okay, we gotta plan something to spam when she gets back. Vivian Longing says, based on my own experiences, overwhelmed is where the fun begins, and you should know that Sarah. Not says, poll. Espo_enjoyer says, poll. Vivian Longing says, poll. The Traveler01 says, poll. Not says, I think we agree. I am Sarapup says, we can't just say cutie over and over. Espo_enjoyer says, cutie. Melee_Yinhua says, poll. The Traveler01 says, we totally can. I am Sarapup says, but why poll? The Traveler01 says, poll. I am Sarapup says, poll. Vivian Longing says, poll. The Traveler01 says, poll. Espo_enjoyer says, sorry, force of habit. Vivian Longing says, no, that's me. Vivian Longing says, I'm whole. Espo_enjoyer says, had to rebel. Cyberbeast9999 says, banana. The Traveler01 says, meow. Cyberbeast9999 says, we spam banana. Espo_enjoyer says, poll. The Traveler01 says, single words till she gets back, first one to do too many loses. Vivian Longing says at Cyberbeast9999 listen, if you need your banana spammed that can be arranged. The Traveler01 says, Naya. Vivian Longing says, wet. Cyberbeast9999 says, some of y'all need your banana organs removed. The Traveler01 says, wet. Espo_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing call that the blender. The Traveler01 says, Cyber you lose, sending you to Brazil. Melee_Yinhua says at Cyberbeast9999 please. Cyberbeast9999 says, anime reference? No? The Traveler01 says, based. The Traveler01 says,
I'm back.
Meow.
Jesus!
Says, okay, spam time.
Oh my god!
Vivian Longing says, poll. I am Sarapup says,
How did
poll.
you get the timing so right?
Says,
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Espo_enjoyer says, poll. I am Sarapup says. I am Sarapup says, we heard you creak into the room. Vivian Longing says,
Of course.
the stream is dead again.
Is it?
Ho
Oh,
QC
god damn
Not
it, really?
says, No.
No, come on, I just got back.
We scared her too much.
No.
The Traveler 01
No, you
says,
didn't.
Damn, she cute giggled too hard it crashed the stream again.
No.
Espor_enjoyer says, hold. They. Line. The Traveler 01 says, yay we're back.
We're
The
back.
Traveler 01 says, and gone. Vivian Longing says, back.
Hi.
Wrap up says, hi hi. The Traveler 01 says, hi.
Oh my god. Okay, I have water now. And I turned the time limit, the cooldown, down to 2 minutes.
Cyberbeast9999 says, banana. The Traveler 01 says, Candy, this one has something important to tell you.
What's that?
Espor_enjoyer says, how's it going?
Oh, okay, water. I got some water. There we go. Water.
I am Sarapup says, okay you very good girl, I would love to keep you flustered and lovingly tormented, but you're incredibly distracting and I have work to finish. I look forward to seeing you again though.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching.
Cyberbeast9999 says, you need to keep your internal body temperature in check.
True.
The Traveler 01 says, you have a super cute voice and I'm loving hearing it so much it makes my ears happy. It's so precious and cute and pretty and I love it so much. Espor_enjoyer says at the Traveler 01 this is what I keep saying.
Thank you.
I am Sarapup says, of course. It reads a blast. Vivian Longing says that Cyberbeast9999 as a good girl, staying in heat is way more
Oh my god.
Cyberbeast9999 says, anyway anyone want my Discord? It's CYBRBST. The Traveler 01 says, damn didn't know that Candy could go into heat.
Oh my god.
Espor_enjoyer says, I think next stream we need Brian Cell in the stream display. The Traveler 01 says, does it mean that the candy gets jelly filled?
Oh my god.
Cyberbeast9999 says that Vivian Longing someone please spay me. The
Mood.
Traveler 01 says, probably feels great to bite into.
Also, if anyone wants my Discord, it's the same username as my Twitch username. It's just CandyRox03. My Discord is in the description if anyone wants to join.
Vivian Longing says, tricks you're great to bite into. Vivian Longing says, and that's verifiable.
Ow. Okay.
The Traveler 01
10
says,
hours.
I love how me threatening to bite you is what causes you to give out your Discord.
Okay, it wasn't.
The
It was
Traveler
just bad
01
timing,
says,
okay?
_face. Vivian Longing says, congrats.
I've played on this save for 10 hours.
Melee_Yinhua says, bad timing, or perfect timing.
I'll leave that up to interpretation.
Melee_Yinhua says, Trixie has good teeth. The Traveler 01 says, bad timing. The timing being immediately after imagining being bitten into and gushing out.
I was-
whatever
okay,
that means in this context. Vivian Longing says at the Traveler 01 I'll gush you. Espor_enjoyer says, yummy blood. The Traveler 01 says at Vivian Longing oh. The Traveler 01 says,
Come on.
yay blood.
Dang it.
The Traveler 01 says, bleed purple. Espor_enjoyer says, oh it's probably iron rich isn't it? Cyberbeast9999 says, Candy servers doing the VPN thing again.
Oh shit, how do I get around that? Are people actually joining the server? Oh my god, they are.
The Traveler 01 says, it let me in even with my VPN. Ho QZ says, they're in though. Ho QZ says, I verified.
Okay, should just be
The
able
Traveler
to...
01 says, type person.
Yeah, Yo-Yo or Jordan should be able to verify you, so... They're the mods. They got it.
Ho QZ says, Dino Dance. S4_enjoyer says, question for streamer, how often do you get bitten by mosquitoes?
I get bitten by mosquitoes
Cyberbeast
pretty
99
often. I live in the
99
woods,
says,
so
"Okay, Viv,
yeah. I live in the woods of rural Ohio, so quite a lot.
The Traveler 01 says, your blood must be delicious.
Oh my god, that's where you were going with that.
Says, I mean, do they tend to swarm you specifically? Melee_Yinfu
no.
says, sweet blood. Cyberbeast9999 says, and we're back to the blood.
Of course we're back to the blood.
S4_enjoyer says, oh, that sounds like oh. S4_enjoyer says,
Okay.
the sweetest kind.
Oh, dang it. That sounds
Vivian
like
Longing
oh.
says, I am in self-dip mode now. The Traveler 01 says, I guess that's what's gushing. S4_enjoyer says, no wonder you're such a sweetheart.
Hold on. Vivian, self-dep? Is that like self-deprecation or something? Is it like, are you feeling bad?
Enjoyer says, you're sweet inside and out. The Traveler 01 says, so close to follower goal, hoping you hit it soon. Vivian Longing says, fleeting face.
Can we cheer Vivian up?
Vivian Longing says, brain is being a meanie. Which one of you brought the meanie into the Brian Polly cell? The Traveler 01 says that Vivian Longing gonna spam DMU. S4_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing, how much praise does it take to go back to the other mode?
All the praise. Give her all the praise.
Vivian Longing says, how is everyone doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing great.
S4_enjoyer says, I have an arsenal.
Dang it.
S4_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing, wishing I could know you better. You're such a sweetie.
I agree.
Melee_Yinfu says at Vivian Longing is doing okie. This was a great place to end up Nienya. The Traveler 01 says that Vivian Longing get spammed. The Traveler 01 says, get happy. Vivian Longing says, I read that is plappy because I'm cooked. The Traveler 01 says, you're so cooked. S4_enjoyer says, MS at Vivian Longing, am I allowed to help spam?
Ah, dang it.
Vivian Longing says, yes.
Go spam Vivian.
Vivian Longing says,
Go give her all the happies.
you're very cute and also adds when. S4_enjoyer says, in DMS? The Traveler 01 says, got an ad right as making purchases.
Aw.
The Traveler 01 says, meow. Vivian Longing says at S4_enjoyer, my DMS are open and wiggling their ass longingly. The Traveler 01 says, OFC. The Traveler 01 says, dork. The Traveler 01 says, Bleed Purple. Vivian Longing says, Tie Tricks 3. The Traveler 01 says, Naya.
Oh, this is really hard. I've been working on it for like, what, half hour at least? I don't know. I haven't been keeping track. Y'all have been distracting me too much.
The Traveler 01 says, Wonder if this one can make the TDS Naya. The Traveler 01 says, What if? The Traveler 01 says, Yeah.
Hey, there it is!
The Traveler 01 says, You have been loving being distracted, shush sweetie. Melee underscore Yinhua says, Also Vivian, you seem like lovely fun and knowledgeable bean, and you've done a lot to help this dork bottom of a streamer have the night of her life. I appreciate meeting you.
Seriously?
The Traveler 01 says, Did it?
Seriously though, Vivian, you
Vivian
made...
says at melee underscore Yinhua 3FR, though if you have any Celeste questions, I'm like one of the greats.
Yeah,
Esper underscore
Vivian,
Enjoyer
you
says,
made the
"Oh,
trans
no, we should
refills.
really get back to
you
crazy
are
Candy
amazing.
again." The Traveler 01 says, So smart and cool and knowledgeable about Celeste. Vivian Longing says, I don't say that easily, for someone who's so self-deppy.
Seriously though, Vivian,
Melee underscore Yinhua says,
you
"I
and
don't doubt
the
it."
friends you have brought have made my night. Thank you so much. Seriously, you are amazing.
Vivian Longing says, 333. Vivian Longing says, Chat, I have a question. The Traveler 01 says, This one came with Melee, but knows Viv IRL and was really happy to see her again.
Aw, that's so cool.
Esper underscore Enjoyer says, We may have made Candy's night, but we can carry her into the morning if we praise her enough. Vivian Longing says, Am I a good GI? No, should I shower before doing my patch tonight? The Traveler 01 says, Well, C is in type 2 but very much thinking about how she looked when I saw her last. The Traveler 01 says, Good girl. Esper underscore
actually-
Enjoyer says, The Traveler 01 says, Wow, we'll all be doing candy through the night. Vivian Longing says, Yeah, me and Trix last met up, and maybe more than that, in 2023, the night before Strawberry Jam released actual.
Oh wow.
Esper underscore Enjoyer says at the Traveler 01 until the sun rises again.
Dang it.
The Traveler 01 says, Do we have to stop when the sun rises? Melee underscore Yinhua says at the Traveler 01, If
Dang
you
it.
do so much candy, I'll get gay diabetes. The Traveler 01 says, Word. Vivian Longing says, if you don't know, Strawberry Jam is the biggest Celeste mod of all time, and also I was a lead coder for it.
Oh shit, that's
Esper
cool.
underscore Enjoyer says
That's
at
really
the Traveler
cool.
01 word. The Traveler 01 says, Gosh, getting flashbacks to watching May do this one. Melee underscore Yinhua says, I had significantly fewer distractions. Vivian Longing says, May, if you're doing SJ, yeah, hi, I can answer questions. The Traveler 01 says, as said to her, thanks, you're progging so hard. Vivian Longing says, LMAO. Vivian Longing says at the Traveler 01, I need to get prog drunk. The Traveler01 says at melee_Yinhua this one should work on being more distracting. Espel_Enjoyer says, progress. Melee_Yinhua says at Vivian Longing probably will once I do all my goldens.
Okay, yeah,
The
I thought so.
Traveler01 says at Vivian Longing needs. Kaho QZ says, hey y'all, it's EPA time for me. Have fun everyone,
okay.
and good night 3.
See ya, Yo-Yo.
Vivian Longing says, progesterone. Vivian Longing says, wait Jojo hold on. The Traveler01 says at melee_Yinhua she's been excited. The Traveler01 says at Kaho QZ good night. Sweet dreams. Cyberbeast9999 says, night Yo-Yo. Vivian Longing says, GN Jojo. Vivian Longing says, you're very cute I bet. The Traveler01 says, BRB. Kaho QZ says, damn. Kaho QZ says, THX.
This is an extremely difficult room.
Vivian Longing says, I was hoping I could do the thing before Jojo left but... Vivian Longing says, alas. Melee_Yinhua says,
It's not the worst
even
one?
The worst one.
Oh no.
Melee_Yinhua says, but it is bad.
That does not bode
Vivian
well for
Longing
me.
says that Melee_Yinhua is either
Dang it.
Comber or Wind Springs. Melee_Yinhua says, I very much hated the final screen. Melee_Yinhua says, but partly cause I don't like the jellyfish mechanic.
Okay, come on.
Vivian Longing says, final screen is easy, it's just
dang
long
it.
and shit.
Crap. Dang it. I'm so inconsistent with that.
Vivian Longing says, this is like somewhere in the top 3 hardest rooms though.
Oh yeah? What would you say is the hardest room? I want to know what I'm in for. Jeez!
Vivian Longing says at Cyberbeast9999 good beast. Espel_Enjoyer says at Cyberbeast9999 good pipe thrower. Vivian Longing says, I don't know if you're boy, girl, or something else so beast it is.
Alright. Am I back yet? I hope I'm back. Am I back? I think I'm back. Please let me know when I'm back.
Cyberbeast9999 says, girl, but I'm Therian, so beast fits better. Cyberbeast9999 says, hers. Vivian Longing says, we had approximately 2 seconds of stream.
Oh, dang it.
Espel_Enjoyer says at Vivian Longing, hey girl I mean they. Candy Rocks 03 says, let me know when it's back. Melee_Yinhua says, seems
Okay, it's
back
back?
to me.
It's back?
Cyberbeast9999 says,
Yay,
"Be back."
okay. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect again. Really sorry about the internet. Shitty satellite internet. I live in the middle of nowhere.
Vivian
Can't get
Longing
cable.
says, ads again.
Ads again? Didn't say there was gonna be ads.
Vivian Longing says, goddamn Jassy is making so much money off this. Vivian Longing says, we back.
Yay. I was contemplating whether I should include ads or not, because I know how annoying it's gonna be to watch ads on a stream that breaks every like 15 minutes. But also, it does get me a little pocket change, and I don't have a job, so I put a poll.
Cyberbeast9999 says, no worries, you need the cash money. Vivian Longing says, I haven't gotten channel points in the last 10 minutes.
Oh dang.
Vivian Longing says, I'm hoping that changes soon.
I'm not sure how channel points works really. Don't you get them just for watching, right? Also, why does it say I have 0 viewers? Is it just not updated?
Vivian Longing says, yes. Vivian Longing says, but if the stream keeps crashing, I don't know.
It shouldn't keep crashing, I hope. Fucking Elon Musk internet. Ugh. Hate it.
Esper_enjoyer says
Oh,
that
dang
Vivian
it.
Longing Assy should misplace his bank funds.
Actually, you know what? I haven't even looked at this thing to see, like, how much further I need to go. Because I've made it that far. That's as far as I've made it so far. Oh, okay, there's not much further after that. Good. Okay, that's good to know at least.
Cyberbeast9999 says, I cast vicious mockery on the muskrat.
Yes.
Vivian Longing says, billionaires should be prosperous and fucking love themselves.
I assume there's some other words you
Vivian
can put
Longing
there.
says, LMAO.
Yeah, no, I don't know why my parents paid for fucking Elon Musk internet. It sucks. I mean, I get it, we can't get cable, and it is technically better than the really slow AT&T we had before. But like, why do you have to pay a Nazi for that? Like, what the fuck? Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I cannot wait to get out of here.
Vivian Longing says, it sucks that Elon Musk has a banger last name.
Yeah.
Vivian Longing says, me, a bottom, white SNIF that bang.
No comment.
It's because we've both been sick and it sucks, I miss her.
Aww.
Vivian Longing says, I hope she's not reading this but wet.
I think you should tell
Longing
her.
says, also it crashed but we back.
It crashed again. Okay, we're back. Is it back? It's back. I hope it's back. I'm going to assume that it's back.
Enjoyer says at Vivian Longing, I'm gonna have a work with this sickness fella.
I think you should tell Sarah how you feel.
Vivian Longing says, I can hear you being a cute girl on the internet.
Thank you. I try.
Cyberbeast9999 says, we're all cute girls on the internet. Vivian Longing says, remember that you get good girl attention when you beat this room, so use it as motivation.
I'll try.
__
I'm trying
enjoyer
real
says,
hard.
That sickness guy seems to be a real jerk toward all my friends. Vivian Longing says at __ enjoyer alongside distance. Vivian Longing says, distance and sickness are not my homies.
Yeah. My partner lives in California, so I was able to go out to California this past semester for school, but I had to come back because I was dumb and failed 2 classes. So now I'm going back to my old school here in Ohio.
Just tell me where his
Yay!
distance fellow lives and I'll take care of him. Vivian
Aw.
Longing says, but yeah, she's quarantined for COVID ATM and I feel for her.
Damn. I got lucky the one time I had COVID. I didn't get it that bad.
Vivian Longing yo same actually. Vivian Longing says, she's not sick but roomies are.
Oh, well, if she's not sick. That's good at least. I'm glad she's not sick. COVID sucks. Although, also, if it weren't for COVID, I may not have ever figured out that I was trans. So... Being locked in your room for a whole summer with nothing to do lets you...
I'll beat distance up until he stops causing you trouble.
Yeah, being locked in your room for a whole summer will, let you explore some things that you weren't able to before. So, in that way, COVID may have been a blessing in disguise. For me, at least.
Vivian Longing
Definitely
says,
not for the
me when I
many
am a
other
cat in
people
your
who
room.
died. Ow.
Vivian Longing says, oops, I knocked off a pipe from the table. You know what? I'm gonna pay distance a little visit right now. __ enjoyer says, I'll be back. The Traveler01 says, back.
Hi! That was a
Vivian Longing says,
perfectly,
I was at
perfectly
490
timed.
points for 20 minutes.
That was a perfectly
Vivian Longing says, it was agonizing.
That was a perfectly timed pipe. Thank you.
The Traveler01 says, Viv, you're fucking amazing.
Okay. Water drink. Okay. I'm gonna get this. I'm going to
Vivian
get
Longing
this.
says, slurp it down candy. Vivian Longing says, Jake Fist JVN. Cyberbeast9999 says, who's amazing. The Traveler01 says at Vivian Longing, hope you get to soon. This
Okay,
one never
okay,
got
okay.
to LOL.
Okay.
Vivian Longing says, wait, I'm sorry.
God, I was so
Vivian
close.
Longing
Damn it.
says,
Oh.
Traveler, can I use your
Okay.
name?
Okay. That's the furthest I've gotten.
The Traveler01 says, May already
Ow.
did LOL. Vivian Longing says, tricks, honey. The Traveler01 says, Candy, you're gonna get praised so fucking hard after you beat this room. Vivian Longing says, nothing is stopping you. The Traveler01 says, gonna be panting and drooling, gonna get praised so hard. Vivian Longing says, you can just talk to her more. The Traveler01 says, this one is boring, meow doesn't know how. Vivian Longing says, like I was friendly with her for like 3 years. Vivian Longing says, before I came over. Vivian Longing says, but still.
Dang it.
Traveler01 says, we stopped talking cause I didn't know what to say soft. The Traveler01 says, same with you. Melee underscore Yinhua says at the Traveler01 Trixie you're not boring don't you dare. The Traveler01 says, Nyanya nyanya nyanya. Vivian Longing says, to be fair I stopped talking with you because SJ took over my life for like 5 months. The Traveler01 says, doesn't help stop dorming that year. CyberBeast9999 says, chat is so motivating right now. Vivian Longing says, ads again, so I'm guessing the stream is about to crash. The Traveler01 says, oh and the depression. The Traveler01 says, the depression doesn't help. The Traveler01 says at Vivian Longing lol. Vivian Longing says, Trix can I come over and give you a hug and braid your hair? The Traveler01 says, doesn't have a dorm anymore sob. CyberBeast9999 says, God I need a hug RN. Vivian Longing says, actually that goes for literally anyone can I come over and braid hair? The Traveler01 says at CyberBeast9999 would hug the beast. Vivian Longing says, I wanna play with hair. CyberBeast9999 says, if you can come to Canada sure.
If you can come to
Vivian
Ohio,
Longing
I'll let
says,
you braid my
that
hair.
depends, we're in. The Traveler01 says, gosh we are really hitting all the tenets of trans, horny and sad and gaming. The Traveler01 says at Vivian Longing please. CyberBeast9999 says, Ontario. The Traveler01 says, damn. Melee underscore Yinhua says that Vivian Longing once I recover I'd love to meet you, ESP if Trixie also visits.
Dang it.
The Traveler01 says, is planning on Texas trip in November over Thanksgiving break me out. Vivian Longing says, Candy, the only way I go to Ohio is to systematically liberate the trans girls. If that's the case I'm gonna be a little too busy to play with your
fair.
hair, but maybe after I'll have a little trans girl cuddle cuddle.
That's fair. You know what?
The
Very fair. That
Traveler01 says,
honestly,
honey,
that sounds
do you
really
want
nice.
to take a break for a breather or are you good? Vivian
Me?
Longing says,
I'm good.
We.
Honestly, I'm doing great. I'm good. I don't need a breather, I don't think. I'm still just
Vivian
having a
Longing
blast.
says, also I know a girl in Ohio who is very shy and also a fairly large streamer.
Really?
The Traveler01 says, okay honey, hope you're looking forward to the lots and lots of praise you will be getting from everyone. Vivian Longing says, 146 viewers RN. Vivian Longing
Whoa.
says, so.
Yeah, that's a pretty big streamer. Okay. And she's from Ohio too? I must
Vivian Longing says, MHM.
I must give her a follow.
The Traveler01 says, knows a cute streamer from Ohio named Candy Rocks 03. CyberBeast9999 says, y'all are such a cool group of people.
Yee! You guys are all really cool.
Vivian Longing says, Super Mario World Romac Girly, at Xiaojo. Vivian Longing says,
Shoujo.
twitch.tv/Xiaojo.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna give a follow. Hang on.
Vivian Longing says, of course her name is Emily, trans girls named Emily.
Okay, I gave her a follow. Thank you for the recommendation. Okay.
The Traveler01 says, OFC.
I need to get new headphones. These earbuds are hurting my ears.
Cyberbeast9999 says, wish I had cool T-girlfriends IRL.
Same. I know like one trans girl IRL. I'm
Vivian
hoping to
Longing
make more
says,
friends,
"Oh,
but
also randomly
yeah.
friends with Maddie as in the literal creator of this game." Vivian
Wait,
Longing says,
really?
If Maddie is here, hi Maddie.
seriously?
Traveler01 says, had puppy friend but she moved to New York.
You're friends with Maddie. That is so cool.
Vivian Longing says that the Traveler01 hi I'm in New York. Vivian Longing says, I'm not friends with Maddie.
Oh.
The
Oh.
Traveler01 says,
Oh.
sad face.
Okay,
Vivian
that's really
Longing
cool.
says, she is though.
That's really, really cool.
The Traveler01 says, are you with puppy up there?
Dang it.
Vivian Longing says, Maddie makes a lot of Super Mario World Romax. Xiaocho ran those Romax at GDQ.
Oh.
Vivian Longing says, you get the idea.
That's really cool. Hell yeah. Come on. Okay.
Vivian Longing says, also I will stop being a flirt and let you lock in.
Come on. Oh! Oh, so close. Oh, come on. Dang it. Oh. Okay, yeah, you're right. I need to lock in. But also, I don't. Okay.
The Traveler01 says, but she loves being flirted with.
Maybe. Come on. Oh, dang it.
Vivian Longing says, I should have saved the pipe to make a sex joke. Vivian Longing says, do I need to start using Unicode lookalikes?
Unicode lookalikes?
The Traveler01 says, maybe we just need to hit her limit until she's so flustered she reaches transcendence.
Transcendence.
Cyberbeast9999 says, transcendence.
Trans Candace? That's me. That me. I'm Trans
The
Candace.
Traveler01 says, the pun was very much deliberate, darling. Vivian Longing says, so candy. Vivian Longing says, what brand of furry are you? The Traveler01 says,
what do you mean?
_your_bets.
Oh my
Have
god.
a voice I'm in. Cyberbeast9999 says, hi
Oh boy,
Beth.
my sister is in the chat now.
Vivian Longing says, you have the furry tag. I'm not that stupid.
Well, yeah, I'm a furry. Of course I'm a furry.
Hi person. Cyberbeast9999 says, sister arrives. Vivian Longing says, Beth run. The Traveler01 says, oh wow, should we stop flirting with you?
Beth, they've been
Vivian
flirting
Longing
with me
says,
this whole
Beth,
time.
leave before it gets bad. _your_Beth says, FYI I corrected the Minecraft tracks and sent them to you over Discord.
Oh, yay, thank you. Now I can stream Minecraft again with all the music.
_your_Beth says, you flirt? With my sister. Cyberbeast9999 says, the creator of the trans mod is flirting with your sister, Beth. The Traveler01 says, yes. The Traveler01 says, shamelessly. Vivian Longing says, she's a good girl, she deserves it.
Why did Automod stop that? Beth, Automod stopped your message. I'm gonna let it through, but Automod blocked that.
Double underscore your underscore Beth says. Double underscore your underscore Beth says. She is but a wee babe. I am Sarapup says. Oh good, I missed nothing other than her cute sounds. The Traveler 01 says. LOL. I am Sarapup says. I'm back.
No, Beth was here earlier today, but she left. She's not here.
The Traveler 01 says, Automod is anti-little slash J. Cyberbeast 9999 says, Hi Sarah. Vivian Longing says,
Oh shit,
it's because
damn it.
of WED. The Traveler 01 says, she has been blushing and whining and giggling so much. The Traveler 01 says, meow. The Traveler 01 says, you're so clueless.
Beth, they've been distracting me this whole time. I've been on this one level for like over an hour. It blocked that word too. Wait.
Double underscore your underscore Beth says, Candace, how dare you partake in such lewd activities. The Traveler 01 says, rooting for you. Vivian Longing says, it has been about 50 minutes. I am
Has it really?
Littles mentioned. Eyes. The Traveler 01 says, yes, she's been goading us on. Double underscore your underscore Beth says, why do you mods hate me?
It's not my mods, it's the auto mod. It's just, it checks for specific words that it doesn't like, and then it'll say like, hey, do you want to let this through or not? And then I have to answer it.
Underscore Beth says, I am being silenced.
I'm letting it through,
Vivian
calm down.
Says, because you're not flirting with Candy. Vivian Longing says, LMAO.
We ain't into that, we ain't into that.
Shows up, is immediately gagged. Vivian Longing says that I am Sarapup Beth is Candy's sister LMAO. Double underscore your underscore Beth says, LOL.
I can only imagine what Mud would think if they were here.
Why can't that happen to me when I go to the function? The Traveler 01 says, you're the one who gets to go to things.
But yeah, Beth, Vivian is one of the mods who, she's the dev of one of the mods I'm using. Ugh, can't talk.
Vivian Longing says, what other mods are you using BTW?
I've got 3 on right now. I've got the Catalan mod, I've got the one you made.
The auto mod doesn't like, but using normal words like talking about partaking of funny fungus. Double underscore your underscore Beth says, Coolio. Vivian Longing says, LMAO. The Traveler 01 says, one of the mods who made a dev being used. Vivian Longing says, I can get more Celeste people in here, but then we gotta tone down the horny.
Ah, dang it. But yeah, I'm using the Catalan mod. Cat Madeline, obviously. I'm using the one Vivian made, the trans refills, and then I've also got the trans flag strawberries, which you can see there. So,
Vivian
that's what I got.
Says, trans refills.
Trans refills. Okay, yeah. I'll allow it.
I am Sarapup says, horny is normal for Celeste players. Vivian Longing says,
I don't know if it is.
Vivian Longing says, not in the main spaces. Double underscore your underscore Beth says, IGTG but wanted to let you know ABT the Minecraft track.
Okay, thank you.
Vivian Longing says, you don't know this shit. Double underscore your underscore Beth says, still no idea why some of them were wrong. Really weird.
Yeah,
Vivian
you
Longman
wanna
says,
explain
"Maybe
how
we
you
can
got
flirt
that
again."
like 30-minute
The
like
Traveler 01
hypnotism
says,
video
"Fine."
audio on there somehow? How did that happen? Why was that
Did
there?
someone say flirt? Vivian Longing says, "Bye Beth." _enjoyer says, asterisk flirt. _enjoyer says, "Flirt."
She was trying to send me Minecraft music, and instead of Endless by Lena Rain, she sends me whatever that
The
is.
Traveler 01 says, "Girl, why are you listening to Hypno while playing Minecraft?"
I wasn't.
Or your Beth says, "It was something ABT, the video title being the same." Vivian Longing says, "I mean I listen to that stuff but I don't put it in my games." _enjoyer says, "I'm back."
Welcome back, Selkie.
The Traveler 01
Excuse
says,
me?
"Be purple." The Traveler 01 says,
I am
"Gosh,
not.
Candy, you're such a perv."
I am not. Are you kidding me? No. Come on.
Vivian Longing says,
Not while my sister's
"OMG,
here."
wait, no." _your_Beth says, "That was the case for all the wrong files. They were videos with the same titles." _enjoyer says,
Dang it.
"I make sure that distance guy won't get in the way of you guys' relationships." Vivian Longing says, "The Siskin conversation became real." Vivian Longing
No.
says, "Fuck." The Traveler 01 says, "Constantly goading chat
Come
into flirting
on.
with you and calling you
Damn
a
it.
girl." The Traveler 01 says, "And listening to Hypno while gaming."
I'm not.
I am Sharap says, "We can't call you about that in front of your sister, like she doesn't know." Melee_Yinkua says at Vivian Longing, "I didn't even do anything to make it happen."
Oh my god.
The Traveler
Dang it.
01 says, "You have a Hypno video on your other monitor."
No,
don't
I
you?"
don't. I have one with Streamlabs and one with the game.
_enjoyer says, "I have the slightest suspicion that I missed something."
Look what you've done, Beth. Look what you've done.
The Traveler 01 says, "SUS."
Oh my god. Look, I've got Twitch and Streamlabs. That's all that's open on my second monitor, okay?
The Traveler 01 says, "Proof required."
What, you want a
Vivian
picture of my
Longing
setup?
Says, "I mean tricks. We can test this theory." The Traveler 01 says, "Send it." I am Sarap says, "She has good girl on loop on the third screen." Vivian Longing says, "We could try to make her SLP."
I'm sorry, what?
_Beth says,
What?
"That's why
What
none
is
on
that?
Volume Alpha
What
were
the fuck
wrong.
does that
They
say?"
came from C418's channel and were titled Minecraft Volume Alpha, title of song by C418.
Okay, so why were the beta
_Enjoyer
ones wrong
says,
then?
"I'm pretty sure Candy's into Hypno videos."
Oh my
That
god.
seems to be what's
No,
going on.
that's not. Oh my
The
god.
Traveler 01 says, "Yes, I want a picture of you." The Traveler 01 says, "I mean your setup."
I mean, I've probably
Melee_Yinkua
posted some
says
selfies
at
on my
Vivian
Discord if you
Longing,
go
"Oh, I got a
there.
good induction."
You could probably find them.
I am Sarap says, "Well, it's not slurred." I am Sarap says, "Discord where?"
I should have it
The
linked in
Traveler
the
01
description.
Says, "Gonna go hunting for you, BRB." I am Sarap says, "It's time I join."
Go ahead, feel free.
Traveler 01 says, "But also do genuinely want to see your setup."
Okay.
Vivian Longing says, "So I have actual experience with Hypno stuff, so I know to censor potential triggers." _your_Beth
Oh, what?
says,
That's a-
"The
that was a
titles of the
trigger?
videos on beta were just title of song and there's many videos just called Endless."
Oh boy.
The Traveler 01 says, "Curious."
This is a really hard level.
Vivian Longing says, "I'm unfortunately aware." _enjoyer says at I am Sarap is it one of those forbidden terms like JBAN?
What? Why?
Beast9999 says, "Job application."
Why is that a forbidden term?
Double underscore your underscore Beth says, yeah, the ones with weirder / more uncommon titles didn't have any problems. Esper underscore enjoyer says at cyberbeast9999 off. Vivian Longing says, don't say those words. Vivian Longing says, IT which shall not be named. Double underscore your underscore Beth says, you can say that to her. Cyberbeast9999 says, I will not apologize. Esper underscore enjoyer says, no. The Traveler01 says, LOL. The Traveler01 says, poor girl.
Dang it. Come on. Dang it. Okay.
Esper underscore enjoyer says, yes, financially challenged girl I am.
Same. Dang it. Dang it.
The Traveler01 says, I found you. Esper underscore enjoyer says, would love free money.
Oh, you found the picture? You found the picture?
Double underscore your underscore Beth says, anyway I'll leave you on mute so you have +1 viewer but I got
Yay.
stuff to do.
Okay, cool.
Traveler01 says, you're so cute. Esper underscore enjoyer says, that sounds like the bee's knees. The Traveler01 says, I found the picture, and then searched more and found 3 more. Esper underscore enjoyer says that the Traveler01 told you. The Traveler01 says, you're so fucking cute, holy fuck. Vivian Longing says that double
Thank you.
underscore your underscore Beths you need to set the volume to 1%, at 0% it doesn't count you.
Ooh, okay.
Vivian Longing says, that's a real thing that Twitch does. Vivian Longing says, alternatively, mute the tab.
That's interesting.
Vivian Longing says at the Traveler01 send. The Traveler01 says, girl look on the server.
Oh, I'm noticing I'm getting a lot of Discord messages.
Esper
I can't
underscore
look at them
enjoyer
right
says
now,
at Vivian
but...
Longing join.
Dang it. Dang it.
Double underscore your underscore Beth says, yeah I was gonna mute the tab, thumbs up.
Okay, cool. Come on. Oh, crap. I didn't
Double
mean-
underscore your underscore Beth says, oh the Discord is probably me.
Oh, you were trying to message me the stuff about the files? Is that what it is?
Double underscore your underscore Beth says, had to send the tracks in separate messages.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright. That checks out.
The Traveler01 says, yeah. Double underscore your underscore Beth says, only lets you send 10 MB at a time.
Fair.
Vivian Longing says, girl. Vivian Longing says, I'm waiting for Beth to leave. Vivian Longing says, LMAO. The Traveler01 says, why not use Google Drive?
Dang it. I don't think Beth uses Google anymore. Revolting against the corporation. Which, fair.
The Traveler01 says, that's fair.
Yeah.
Vivian Longing says, Candy you would not be able to get me off of your hair, it's so fucking pretty.
Oh,
The
thank you.
Traveler01 says, isn't happy days from seeing cute girl face so faulty thinking. Double underscore your underscore Beth says, okay I'm leaving G's. Candice use safe sex as first and all LOL.
Okay, thank you. Dang it.
The Traveler01 says, the gang, chat, gets Candy pregnant.
Oh my
God. Says, okay, I'm back, cutie pie. I see she's still struggling. Espel_enjoyer says, yeah, the chat knows how cute she is now. The Traveler01 says, she's so cute when struggling.
Y'all are hellbent on making this as hard as possible for me.
Melee_Yinhua says, Candy gets pregnant and lays Kinder eggs. I am Sarapup says, making something as hard as possible. Espel_enjoyer
Oh my god,
says,
oh my god.
now we can approximate her blushing face.
No.
The Traveler01 says, May. Vivian Longing says, it's better to leave a cute girl struggle, watch her writhe and whimper and beg. The Traveler01 says, Espel_enjoyer says at I am Sarapup Medusa be like. The Traveler01 says, back in your cage. Melee_Yinhua says, growl. Vivian Longing says, I wanna listen to her pretty little whimpers.
Oh my god. Dang it.
I am Sarapup says, I love it when they're noisy. The Traveler01 says, she does whimpers so cutely. Vivian Longing says, I know, right? It's so cute. The Traveler01 says, hey Candy, let us hear your whimpers.
I'm not trying to whimper, it's just happening.
Espel_enjoyer says, what a sweet whimper, really.
Dang it.
The Traveler01 says, come on whimper for us sweetie. Espel_enjoyer says, wow, you don't even have to try? That's talent right there. Vivian Longing says, be a good girl and whimper. The Traveler01
Yes.
says, oh.
Fuck yeah!
I am Sarah.
Oh my god!
Music to me.
Oh,
Traveler01
oh, I did
says,
it!
good girl.
I did it!
Vivian Longing says, good girl.
Oh my god!
Vivian Longing says, GG.
Holy shit!
The Traveler01 says, Vivian
Wha-
Longing says, victory.
wait.
Melee_Yinhua says, yo lulu. The Traveler01 says, you just needed
How do
to
I-
whimper for chat.
How do I do
Espel_enjoyer says, bring in the praise. The Traveler01 says, locked in, bottom moded. Melee_Yinhua says, good girl. Espel_enjoyer says, good girl. The Traveler01 says, good girl. Vivian Longing says, this room is free. Espel_enjoyer says, what a good girl. The Traveler01 says, such a good girl. The Traveler01 says,
Aha!
you did so
I
good.
got it.
Vivian Longing says, good girl. Melee_Yinhua says, such a very good girl. The Traveler01 says, such a good girl. Espel_enjoyer says, what a good little girl. Vivian Longing says, you did so good sweetie, clearing that room was very hard and I'm proud of you. The Traveler01 says, what a cute good girl. I am Sarapup says, what a good little bottom. Espel_enjoyer says, good girl. The Traveler01 says, such a good girl. Espel_enjoyer says, good cutie. Melee_Yinhua says, a good fucking girl. Espel_enjoyer says, we're all so proud of you, such a good girl.
Thank you. Oh my god.
The Traveler01 says, such a good girl for us.
How in the world do I do this? Jeez! Oh my god. The whiplash! Oh my god! Okay, okay. I'm drinking water. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you all so much, seriously.
I am Sarap says, how on earth do you sound so gosh darn cute?
I don't know. I have like voice dysphoria and everything. I don't know.
The Traveler01 says, genuinely such a cute voice. Vivian Longing
how
says,
in the
this
world?
is reminding me that I should really voice train. Espor_enjoyer says, we can't have you receiving praise without some celebratory pipes. The Traveler01 says, Viv, I miss your voice. I am Sarap says, voice dysphoria, while sounding like an angel.
I don't feel like I deserve all the praise, but thank you. How do I do this?
Espor_enjoyer says,
hell?
a real angle.
How?
Vivian Longing says, dysphoria
Wait.
isn't rational, it's like a phobia.
How do I... How?
The Traveler01 says,
This is-
candy gonna be melted into a puddle by the end of stream.
What in the world? How am I supposed to do this? Oh my god. This looks impossible. How? And of course it sends me all the way back up here. Great.
Maley_Yinhua says, voice dysphoria. See
Ow.
that voice? That's like having imposter syndrome while being the voted cutest person in the world.
Oh.
Espor_enjoyer says, oh, we need to praise Candy Slua much when she gets this one.
Oh my god. Honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to get it before I have to end stream. I was gonna end at 8.
Vivian Longing says that Espor_enjoyer not is one we can give a little praise. The Traveler01 says, she gets so cute when in bottom mode VK this. I am Sarap says, don't you know? She's also the cutest. The Traveler01 says, you did great regardless. Vivian Longing says at I am Sarap did you see her selfies?
Do I have to like grab onto the corner down there or something?
Vivian Longing says, she is very cute.
Oh.
Espor_enjoyer says at Maley_Yinhua if the world held a vote, Candy would deserve to win. The Traveler01 says, we can all vote RN that she's the cutest with the cutest voice. Espor_enjoyer says, MHM.
I'm trying so hard to keep my composure.
The Traveler01 says, she can't even speak, just whimpering. The Traveler01 says, so cute. Vivian Longing says, sweetie, it's so much easier to let it all out. Espor_enjoyer says, a cutie like you doesn't need composure. Maley_Yinhua says, Candy, I will happily steal a copy of your voice and use it as my own, and I kinda like my voice. The Traveler01 says, just whimpering for us like a good girl.
Dang it.
Espor_enjoyer says, she's doing it. The Traveler01 says, go on, whimper nice and loudly for us, sweetie. The Traveler01 says, you're doing such a good job. Vivian Longing says, she is. Vivian Longing says, she's taking the praise like a good girl. The Traveler01 says, loves how you whimper on command by this point. The Traveler01 says, she's taking it so well.
Dang it.
Vivian Longing says, oh BTW, you're making it harder on yourself.
Am I? Wait, hang on, am I? What?
Escar_enjoyer says, do you think candy's gonna turn red anytime someone says the word sweet now? The Traveler01 says, love the switch from whimpering little bottom to aw dang it right back to you.
I can flip-flop very easily.
The Traveler01 says, so cute.
Okay, wait, hang on. If I'm how am I making it harder on myself? Okay, is there something I can do differently?
Escar_enjoyer says, what a talented switch. Vivian Longing says, also the worst part for me is my send-off line is Candy Sweet Dreams and I can't even use that if she DMS me because Candy.
Okay, so...
The Traveler01 says, is that a switch? I don't know about that. The Traveler01 says, major bottom vibes. Escar_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing sugary sweet. Vivian Longing says, Nintendo bottom coming soon.
Dang it.
Escar_enjoyer says, yeah you're right.
Wait, do I even need to get the feather, or can I just... Oh, no, I do, because I need to step on that thing. Okay. Maybe if I... Nah, no, I need the feather. Dang it.
Vivian Longing says, you can do that but it forces the hard jump. The Traveler01 says, feeling good Candy? Vivian Longing says, it's in the speedrun. Melee_Yinhua says, BTW, you can probably keep a dash by wave dashing just before the Beano. Vivian Longing says, yes Melee, we were trying to not just tell her the answer. Vivian Longing says, P.
Oh! Oh, okay.
Says,
Okay, I'm
sorry,
supposed to wave dash there.
to give
Got
up.
it, got it. Thank you.
The Traveler01 says, I told her to say it since I asked her how she would do it lol. Vivian Longing says, that's
okay.
fair.
Dang it.
Escar_enjoyer says, she's so grateful.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense, thank you. I don't know if I would have figured that out on my own anytime soon.
The Traveler01 says, well,
Dang
keep
it.
in mind we want to watch her struggle and whine. Vivian Longing says, should we all join a VC and work together to make her whimper, or better yet just make her whimper in real time?
I mean, I do hang out in VC on my server pretty often.
The harder part is figuring out the end bit anyway. The
Oh, geez,
Traveler01
really?
says, May isn't allowed out of her cage for that comment earlier yet.
Oh, dang it.
Melee_Yinhua says, proud. Cyberbeast9999 says, opens the cage.
Oh.
Vivian Longing says at Melee_Yinhua, are you in the cage Melee? The Traveler01 says, you know not what you have unleashed upon this world. Vivian Longing says, do you need some help there?
Dang it.
Vivian Longing says, actually can we get Melee to whimper instead? The Traveler 01 says, she is so good at whimpering. Vivian Longing says, I wanna get everyone whimpering, except me, I'm unwhimperable. Melee_Yinhua says, I mean nobody's gotten me an actual cage yet, but I trust Trixie will make it a comfy one with plenty of pillows. The Traveler 01 says, girl you probably whimpered earlier just watching Candy get bullied.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you kidding? No, wait, could I have made that? Or do I need to bounce on the...
says, yes.
Like,
the Traveler 01 says, maybe pillows, maybe spikes.
Wait, I almost
Vivian Longing
looked that up.
says, that is not intended but it would have worked. The Traveler 01 says, lovely timing
dang
on
it.
ads. Vivian Longing says, ads.
Sorry.
Vivian Longing says, you do wanna hit the spring, which you said before the ads.
Okay, I do want to hit. I do want to hit the spring the second time. Okay. That is gonna be tough to accomplish. Okay. Ow.
Vivian Longing says, also after this room is actually a good place to stop, it's a checkpoint.
Ooh,
The
okay.
Traveler 01 says, thought we wanted her to struggle for it. Espo_enjoyer says, she's such a hard worker. Vivian Longing says, but like, I would love to listen to you whimper for longer. Espo_enjoyer says, she's earned this. Cyberbeast9999 says, should I stream after this? Cyberbeast9999
Oh.
says, Hollow Knight.
Will your
Vivian
parents let you?
Longing says, sure I might watch. Vivian Longing says, where are you in HK? Cyberbeast9999 says, I don't know.
Oh, dang it.
Vivian Longing says, that's a good start. The Traveler 01 says, I'm deaf out of mental bandwidth after this stream, need all time to recharge.
Aw. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go, like, eat dinner and
Vivian
stuff
Longing
after this,
says
for
that
sure.
The Traveler 01 a doll doesn't need to think, sweetie. Melee_Yinhua says, doll. Vivian Longing says, a doll is just a plaything. The Traveler 01 says, nya nya nya.
am I supposed to, like-
Espo_enjoyer says,
Oh,
at the
do I have to-
Traveler 01 you get those double-A's girl.
Okay, I think I see what to do now.
Cyberbeast9999 says, I'm 112%, just gotta get Pantheon of Holonist. The Traveler 01 says, my doll is sweet and precious and recharges my social batteries by making cute noises. Cyberbeast9999 says, and yeah, my parents just came and took my laptop, so NBM.
Dang it.
Vivian Longing says that Candy Rocks 03 are you a little dolly too?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Melee_Yinhua says at the Traveler 013. Vivian Longing says, darn. Vivian Longing says, if y'all want me to stream
Yes!
Celeste,
Okay,
I do, but my
okay,
voice is
okay,
stinky.
okay, okay, okay.
Traveler 01 says, oh nice timing with the spring.
Come on.
Espo_enjoyer says at Vivian Longing she's
Oh my
the
God,
sort who
okay.
whimpers when you pull her string.
Oh my god. Oh my
The
god.
Traveler
Oh my
01
god.
says,
Oh
I
my
want
god.
her voice in
Oh my
ears.
god. Oh my god.
Cyberbeast9999 says,
Oh my
I
god.
hate this, I'm 18 goddammit.
Okay.
The Traveler 01 says, yo yo, yo,
Checkpoint.
yo, yo. Vivian Longing says, GG. Vivian Longing
Oh my
says, don't choke the end.
Checkpoint.
The Traveler
Okay.
01 says, can the
Yay.
stream not crash please? Vivian Longing says, checkpoint.
Okay.
The Traveler 01 says, yai.
I could go for 20
The
more
Traveler
minutes.
01 says, you did it.
I could go for 20 more
Espo
minutes. But
underscore
I
enjoyer
think
says,
I'll probably
good
stop
girl,
here.
I. The Traveler 01 says, so proud of you. The Traveler 01 says, good girl. Vivian Longing
Thank
says,
you all so
"Good
much.
girl." Vivian
Oh,
Longing
water.
says,
Good call,
"You did
good
so
call.
good today."
I do need some water.
The
I
Traveler
can feel my voice
01
going.
says, "Break time." Espel_enjoyer says, "Good girl."
Okay. We should raid someone. Anyone have a suggestion of who I should raid? Who all
Vivian Longing
is...
says, Espel_enjoyer says, "Gotta keep that heavenly voice of yours." The Traveler 01 says, "We'll stay for the raid and then dip meow." Vivian Longing says, "I have the mass of Celeste streamers."
Who is streaming currently?
The Traveler 01 says, "FR Sarah was right about having the voice of an angel."
Oh, thank you.
Melee_Yinhua says, "There's a small streamer I follow called Kawa Isla who's live."
Kawaii silly. Okay, I will look for them. Okay. Yeah. Let's raid them then. Alright. Set it up.
Vivian Longing says, "For Celeste streamers, Exio or Mresi if you wanna see hell in Celeste."
Oh,
Edamari
jeez.
is doing farewell golden attempts and is a friend of mine.
Oh, well. I already made... I just went with the first one I heard, so... Alright.
Melee_Yinhua says, "Nianya."
Thank you all so much for watching again. It was really cool meeting you all.
01 says, "Nianya."
I hope to
Vivian
interact
Longing
more.
says at Melee_Yinhua, "I follow you because you seem cool and gay." Vivian Longing says, "You're super nice, have a lovely night candy."
You too.
Melee_Yinhua says,
Alright.
"Thank yous."
Have a good night, everyone.
Espel_enjoyer says, "Oh, we'll
Woo.
be interacting."
Thank you for the follow.
Melee_Yinhua says,
Okay,
"Y'all have
alright.
a lovely night too."
Bye-bye.
The Traveler
Go have fun
01
at the
says,
raid.
"Take care." The
Bye.
Traveler 01 says, "Enjoy being flustered and thinking about us the rest of the day." Espel_enjoyer says, "See ya later."